I made 3 memes. I know that Paroquet, the Astral Fae, and the Brick Baker have seen them. But I'm not sure
Yeah,
about
I've seen
you and
them.
Colin. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And that everything's going wrong. Screw it. One of those weeks.
Where's the new? Where's the info for the new app?
It should be with the campaign invite I sent. Let me grab
It's
that
the
real
Brick
quick.
Baker.
Everything wants to go wrong.
Oh, Barovia, it has been a long
I would
time
have
for
to
me as a
find
player
it.
to
'Cause
be here.
I can't.
Alright, give me 1 sec here. I will get you that link.
Can I already start stream, or are we still talking how the week
You
was?
may go ahead however you like.
I mean, I'm just asking the others. Maybe they wanna share some sudden secret with us, or I don't know.
I played the original adventure of this back one way back when.
Okay.
So we refer to
Wow.
Zeeth as our cheat book. Got it.
Yes.
He is the ancient one.
So Zeeth, how strong is the final boss, Zeeth? What are we looking at? Let's
Probably
bet
completely
is-
different from.
There is your map invite. There we go.
Yeah, we're playing the remastered version, not the Nintendo 64 version.
Sadly,
64. We're talking about Nintendo. We're talking about 8-bit.
Sadly,
Yeah,
I forgot
and
to change your
yes.
profile pic, Sharon, so it's still the fucking Dragonborn.
Yeah. Domino possesses Kiki.
I believe it.
I'm off doing other shit, but I'm still here.
There's just this shadow like a fucking JoJo stand behind her.
Yeah, she summons Domino.
Ay, ay,
Uh,
Muda, 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 muda.
Domino. Da 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 da.
Alright. Have
Can I tell you my
all gotten the map invite? Is it set up?
I can see the map. Yep.
Yeah.
Domino,
Barovia.
how do you like my
Barovia.
memes?
Barovia.
Okay, I think I can start the stream now.
Actually, my idea for Domino, by the way, because he was becoming a cook and a brewer, I was gonna have him open up his own pizza shop and call it Domino's. And I'm sitting here like,
Oh my
why did that name come to mind? And I'm like, wait a minute, that's actually a thing.
Hello,
Yeah, if you
Twitch.
want extra greasy pizza.
Exactly. Although their New York style pizza, not bad.
Not here in New York.
Twitch. Second
Oh, jeez.
campaign, let's go.
They let us down.
We are
New
still
York.
waiting for Colin.
All I remember the last time we had Domino's pizza, that stuff was greasy enough to lube a factory of machines.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gotten better. Well, I don't think it's
I
gotten
was
better.
gonna say,
but-
are you about to defend them? Jesus. Do they have you
Look.
hostage? Who do they have armed?
Look, I'm a lawyer in training, so I'm
We
just coming
need-
to defend them
Do
as
we
a
need to
public
call the
defender.
Batman?
Yes. Yeah, you
Twice
do.
if you are in danger.
It's Dom and Papa John's at Domino's got me captive here. Papa's in the house here, and he's got a Big Mac 9 to my head.
Jesus. Say Big Mac 9, and all I can imagine now is a fucking Big Mac with a barrel pointing out of it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ronald's here too.
Don't out-hut the pizza.
Oh, don't get me started on the Pizza Hut that we had here in New York.
oh God.
God, I may as well have been licking a sugar bowl. They added so much.
Yes.
It was so sweet. It was like I swear I'd have gotten less diabetes from, you know,
Alright.
downing
just
a
have
whole
a-
bag of sugar.
They just have a hacksaw at the door, like, hey, when you're finished, you just take your foot here.
Can you
Alright.
kill a vampire with it? By the way, Seven, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to ask the ancient Zeard about how strong the end boss is, because I'm pretty sure he got a few patches in the meantime.
Yeah, there's been a few up there. He's got a few alterations.
We're playing the remake version of it. We're playing the PlayStation 4 version right now.
Ah.
not the NES version.
Ah. I wonder how large this map is.
Every...
Oh, 1 mile. I see it. Never mind.
Oh yeah, you got the scale down there.
Yeah.
He's big.
Jesus.
You
Jesus Christ.
have
Look at all that adventure.
a lot of area. I'm gonna tell you that here and now. This
Holy
entire
shit.
map
This
is areas to go to.
God damn. It's like the opening to Elden Ring, essentially. When you're looking out at the world, you're like, holy fuck.
Yep.
Wow.
You have
Yeah, basically.
all the space to play in.
There is a little tree. I see my carriage.
I actually have a question for you, Pero.
Yes.
At some point, I'm just curious, could I now I can't even think of what I was gonna say. I don't know how I was gonna word it. Don't remember how I was gonna word it, but can one of the for example, can I move Mina out as if she had an unbeknown job to do, so I could end up bringing someone else, or
Yes.
what? Okay.
Considering the setting that you guys are in, it will be very easy for me to swap in people and out. Just ignore the horror vibe to it.
My God.
Okay.
The what now?
Don't worry about it. It's
'Cause
fine.
I
Probably.
might intend to have her go do something
That's fair.
that
Alright, since for some reason D&D Beyond doesn't want me to change out your character for fucking Domino.
It takes a while to update, actually, because the original token I had, it took like a day for it to actually refresh.
We're just going to... What? All the way up here.
So are we
Okay.
directly starting in Barovia, or are we traveling there first?
You're
from
traveling there. There we
Neverwinter?
go. This will be the placeholder image for your Darren.
Let me see. Where's it at?
I have it up on stream. There you are.
Oh, I gotta go to your Twitch stream.
I should probably put it into the chat so you guys can see who it is.
Okay, that's good enough though. I like
Yeah.
that. I might maybe just use that.
To say,
Screw it.
AI is a wonderful thing when it doesn't look creepy as shit.
I know. I barely tried on mine, but yeah, maybe I'll just take that one.
I hate the ones like if AI did the Scripps character, it's like, oh god, just no.
No, please no. Alright. So, would you like to introduce your character then, Saren?
Nope. Good luck, guys. No, I'm kidding. All right.
Alright, go right ahead.
Right. This is more of your
We are
gig.
still in Neverwinter, by the way.
I will
Good
say
luck,
this
guys.
much. Since you guys have gone through your beginner stuff, I'm going to be a lot more hands-on, or hands-off. If you guys want to do perception checks, you tell me. I will give you
Yes.
the options to do perception checks if you're in, like, about to be hit by something and you have your last chance to see it, something like that. But otherwise, it is entirely up to you now.
Gotcha.
The silence
Basically,
after
like
that.
the very end of the last campaign.
Yes, just the silence of, oh.
Oh,
We
shit,
might
you
die.
already
There is actually
That's
a very
another
good
reason why
chance
I
that
kinda
you
want
might
to-
die.
That's another kind of reason why I want to maybe pull them in after a bit.
For this entire campaign, if you guys fail, there's actually an ending for it, for what happens to you and your characters.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Ooh,
Yeah, the curse of Strahd is like, oh yeah, like, you know,
Strahd.
we could use Strahd or like, yeah. I mean, the word curse is in it. That's the part I focused on the most. I'm like, there's a curse going on. We could become part of that curse. I feel.
Can we
So
recruit
let's
as
see here.
vampires?
So if I go from here, so let's say a line is about 30 feet for 1 mile.
I am going to suck your blood.
So let's see, 30 feet's 1 mile. This entire map is about 560 feet. So about well over 100 miles long.
God damn it, wait, I need to translate miles into kilometers.
And over 100 miles long and about 10 miles wide. top to bottom, if I'm doing this correctly.
100,
If not, my brain just ain't working.
100 miles. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, wow, that's a high number.
You guys have lots and lots of ground.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll have plenty of playtime.
Yay!
Yay!
But
First thing I want to do is get off the main quest and find the first random NPC on the side of the road and follow that quest line.
oh, there's plenty.
Oh yes, first all the side quests, and then we finish with the
Oh,
main
no,
quest.
you did get her letter, right?
Yes, I did see the letter. It got sent home. I unfortunately, with everything I've been doing, have not crafted a reply letter.
Okay, well, you don't have to, but, you know.
So whenever
is he
you want to
talking
introduce
about?
yourself, Saren, go right ahead.
Okay, so you guys are like leaving Neverwinter essentially, and you're kind of on your trolley. Like Domino has left at this point; he's been long gone. He just kind of mentions to everybody he has some clan things he has to sort out. He has. What's up?
Nope, I'm just moving stuff.
Okay.
Did he take the gauntlets with him?
Yep, he did.
Yep.
He's gonna need them.
Okay, fair enough.
He's got clan things he's got to focus on, and he is kind of focused on getting his father's warhammer back. So he's like, I'm gonna go focus on this stuff, and I have some other things, which is, I'm not gonna bore anybody with. So he parts ways. He says his farewells, and for a while, during your like 8 weeks or whatever it was, or how many weeks he just wasn't there. But
Go with God, Domino.
and the force be with you, and he does the Spock sign and leaves. But while you guys are coming into this area, a half elf is actually running up to your cart,
Oh,
and she's screaming and waving her hands at you, at everybody, telling you guys to stop the car. It's not a robbery.
Is it a delivery of sorts?
Is it what?
A delivery of sorts.
Nope, she's just waving her hands and she's running after your cart.
Stop the
She
She
car!
got nothing in her hands except all she got is a short bow on her back, and she's running after you, and she's just saying, "Stop the cart!"
You might want to stop this cart here. Who's driving? Because Minna can't drive.
Yeah, who is driving? Well, it'd probably be EL, right? I mean, because you own the cart.
Yeah, probably does.
am I?
Oh,
You own the
Garrett.
cart. It's your cart.
Unless it's Darrett.
well, who's if Rivale wants to introduce his character to you, what does he look like as he's driving the cart?
Yeah, since we are already driving, sad. I wanted to introduce myself.
You're
again.
about to start driving.
Yeah, okay. So, let's pretend we are still in Neverwinter, okay? Because I prepared something in the last 3 months. Hey.
Okay, we can rewind it.
Yeah. Okay. Paro can describe me, how I approach them, and how I look like.
As your elven character comes up to the cart, you see what seems to be a heavily armored man with spiky dark armor and a leather witch hunter's hat over his head. That as you get closer, his eyes seem to be glowing red and his face is in shadow.
Awesome. Kiki is like 100% sure now she has the right cart. The necromancer. She's been looking for him.
Well, this seems to have backfired a little bit. You're not helping the...
Ayo, what the fish? It's me here.
Everyone's
Hi. Long time to see.
You're not helping the rumors.
Check out my trip.
When did
Check
we
out my
get Saltspire?
Yeah, he got spiky armor upgrade, and then he asked for a witch hunter's hat, and I made it so it made him look even more evil for shits and giggles.
Just spiky.
And I love it.
now keep in mind.
Saltspire.
keep in mind, she's been tracking you guys down, and everyone is talking about EL essentially being a spiky armored witch hat hunting dark armor. So she's been hunting you guys down. She heard about you guys. She's been hunting you down. She's like, okay, so look for the evil guy. Got it.
I'm a life cleric, excuse me.
You do not look it.
You don't look like a life cleric.
Okay, and I'm the head magician at the local mage school. Good job, sweetie. He's convinced me.
Wait, who are you?
Oh, right. By chance.
Mina, who is that? Is Darren already here? I don't see him.
That
Where's
is,
Varus?
I only see two of you.
Oh.
So, by chance, was it you guys a couple weeks back that was in Fendelver village? Around that area with the mines and stuff like that?
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I got
Okay.
framed.
Wrong people. See ya.
She flies. She
Who was
flies.
that?
Mina flies towards Kiki.
Anyway,
Hi.
Mina, how are you doing?
Hello. Okay, so no, you're the pixie I'm hearing about.
Ew. Mina takes one look at EL's character like, what is... You're really going with the more of the necromancer in training vibe, are you?
Huh? What? No. No, I prepared myself into the last 3 months for this exact adventure. It will be so fun. I have prepared many items.
Okay.
So
okay.
I have prepared a lot of holy water. I was very hardworking. I prepared many, holy shit, is it many poultices
He
for
did.
healing.
Jesus.
Everything is inside the wagon. It's almost full. And
Let me put
I
it this
prepared
way.
some steaks out of apple woods.
Let me put it this way. He has well over 1,000 poultices because he spent that much time getting them.
Jesus Christ.
You will never die, and he will not let
Man.
you.
It
No,
took
it's
me
like-
1 week only.
It's like, but now getting back to you. Hello, my name is Minna, and you are?
Okay, you're Minna. So you're okay. I heard of a pixie traveling with the crew. I think I'm on the right track. A pixie, a necromancer. There should be a green guy, a little tiefling, and the big lizard. So I think I'm on the right track with you guys. I am Kiki.
Oh.
Kiki Wells. I don't know if you heard of me. I used to fight for a gladiator group called Age in Neverwinter. Put on a couple big fights over there. But I'm looking to. I heard you guys are traveling to another big adventure. You guys were gathering up after your big exploit with the mines, and I'm just looking to join to see more of the world and actually do some training on behalf of my master, who recommended I come find you guys.
I see. Well,
I totally
welcome
believe
aboard. Welcome aboard, Kiki.
I'm sorry, Kiki.
You want me?
Well, I'm sorry, Kiki, to tell you that, but Domino is sadly gone.
Oh.
Yes,
well, I
left
guess
us.
I guess I can be his replacement then. You guys are down, man. Put me aboard. Like I said, this one here, your pixie said I'm okay to be here. She wants me on board, so.
She's welcome aboard. We do need an extra member. I got a question for Serena, actually.
What's up?
Did her and Domino have a little talk before?
Nope, she has no idea who Domino is.
No. Minna and Domino.
I mean, Domino, just whatever I said at the beginning, that's all he would have enclosed, unless you want to add something to it.
Just curious because of the whole mercenary group, because the whole mercenary attack, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, he just said, well, that's what he said, he's going to get his father's Warhammer, so he's kind of hunting that group down, essentially.
You're always welcome. You can always use Samantha. Welcome aboard.
That's trusting. I mean, I thought I had this whole spiel of how I'm more of a boon than a negative impact on you guys, but hey, I'll take it.
This is where Jared will unbury himself from among Yale's poultices and other stuff. Looks over the edge of the cart. This one's cuter. Goes back in.
I'm bunking with him, by the way. He seems like he's all right.
By the way, check out my carriage. Do you notice anything about it?
I'm surprised the horses are alive and not undead.
Huh? Why? Why?
Yeah, well, you're a
I'm
necromancer.
feeding them.
Well, no,
No,
I was thinking you rose them from the dead. That's what everyone was saying about you. They said look for the necromancer, the pixie, and the lizard folk, and the tiefling.
He's a
What?
He's a life cleric. But
I'm a life cleric. I had
Oh.
nothing to do with necromancy. Yes.
I'll take care of this.
Do I look like a necromancer to you?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
Like a necromancer in some things.
EL, have you looked in a mirror? I mean, do you know what people are saying about you on the streets? That you have like a name for yourself? It's anything. It's the farthest I've heard from a life cleric ever.
Yeah, he actually is. He actually is a life cleric. The reason why he became this whole necromancer in training is because
What?
of his demeanor sometimes. His talking about necromancy.
Wait, did people start gossiping after I was talking about the different sides of necromancy and how not all necromancy is used for evil
talk about
stuff?
that stuff.
Essentially, too, Domino's kind of going around too and being like, "Yeah, I used to travel with this like group of adventurers, and I'm pretty sure one of them's a necromancer." So Domino's not helping that fire. He's got a stoke in it. And he might be. Oh, and you might be a goblin. That's like a small rumor going around too.
That's
by
the
the way.
only thing I heard from Domino.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the most interesting character of the group, from what I'm understanding. You have a lot of secrets to you.
Why don't we all just go ahead and get along with our journey?
I agree with that. She just climbs upside the cart. It just kind of cannonballs into like all the pots he has.
Sure.
Mary flies on top of the
Make yourself
carriage.
comfortable and welcome, I guess.
Thank
Kiki.
you. Good to be along for the ride, she says from underneath the pods.
By the way, all I have there is a barrel and a chest. Also, don't like my carriage. Do you see something like out of the ordinary? Maybe
Besides the driver.
besides the driver and the alive horses.
Can I throw a perception check? To see?
You may.
Yes.
Gonna start the paranoia all over again.
Yep, here it
Oh,
goes.
come on. Do I look like a fish now?
14.
What exactly are you trying to notice about him?
What he's saying about his cart. He's like, "Do you know something about the cart?" I'm like, "Oh." She's like looking around at the cart.
As
Like,
you look
what's-
around, give me a religion check.
Religion. Is this thing like pimped out with your god? Ooh, nat 20.
No, it's not a lowrider. Yo.
Alright, a nat 20
Just
on
lets
that.
out
As you
cold.
look at the carriage, you realize it's slightly overgrown with some ivy and vines that are somehow surviving on it, almost covering the tarp entirely, as the emblem of a polished oak leaf seems to have grown from the front wood parts of the cart, proudly displaying themselves on either end of the carriage, and you feel almost a sense of peace around this cart. For those of you who
Oh.
are unaware, Rivale put in some work with his god. He essentially dedicated the carriage as a roving church to his god, and it has the effect of a permanent sanctuary.
Nice. This is a
Expecting
beautiful.
myself, it just happened overnight. All I did was nail a wooden sign as best as I could
So.
on the carriage, and that happened.
For those of you who don't know, anytime someone targets you who is within the cart, has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. So it's like Sanctuary, the spell.
It is essentially.
Nice.
And I get religion
However-
advantage checks inside the carriage.
It is not, however, allowing you to essentially fight from inside it.
I mean,
If somebody
it's a
gets
carriage.
injured or downed, you may put them into the cart, but you can't just stay in the cart as sort of a roving tank.
Kind of like an armored
No.
vehicle.
No.
It is
I
a holy
always
place.
support it.
It is not a place to shed blood.
Well, yeah, we would just have like Valis be the cannon on the front. You know what I mean? Fireballs and stuff. Damn.
I will take.
Whenever he does show up.
Yep.
Where is he?
Good question.
Anywho,
He's definitely healthy. He's probably oversleeping.
Good, he needs sleep.
yeah, he's a tired boy.
All right.
But, I'm actually gonna meditate in this. I feel so peaceful. I'm meditating as we're going.
By the way,
Well,
I'm
so
a
you
follower
got-
of Sylvanus, protector of nature, and I'm going to be his Wrath incarnate. Or eternal champion, whatever you wanna call it.
So, all of you have
I'm very
been.
fine.
Basically got Minna on top meditating, and Kiki in the actual carriage meditating.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
peaceful.
So, all of you have been told personally what you're getting from your respective faction. Please keep this in mind. And as you all head out of Neverwinter and start across the road, I want you all to give me perception checks.
Ooh, 18.
That one, my
Yes,
head
me,
hurts.
Sylvanus.
You're too busy
My eyeball falls
meditating. You're inside the carriage. You can't see crap.
Nope, with my eyes closed and sitting like cross-legged.
All right. As you all travel along, you notice that there seems to be a fog creeping in. The closer you get to the nearby woods from Neverwinter, and as you enter the woods, the fog itself seems to roll over you. You are no longer within the Sword's Coast. You are now in the lands of Barovia. Land of Strahd, and home to the horrors of his own mind, as toys, to terrorize those he rules over. Da-da-da.
Ooh.
Here,
Spooky.
I will let you all know now, the entire lands of Barovia is surrounded by the fog that has wished you away. Anyone who starts their turn within it must give me a Constitution saving throw, or you will constantly become exhausted. No matter how far you travel or which direction you go in this fog, you will find yourself inexplicably back in Barovia, regardless of what direction you go. And you cannot see through this fog. It seems endless and everywhere.
Well, good thing I came prepared.
And unfortunately, by the will of the dark powers that Strahd has made his deals with, the sun never fully shines in this land. Even during the day, the sky is dimmed by fog or storm clouds, or the light is strangely muted.
You feel like that's a bad thing.
So,
Sounds like a warlock to me.
for all intents and purposes, for stun light being considered for purposes of effect or vulnerabilities, it does not work.
Okay.
And
Oh.
any magics that you attempt to use to leave Barovia or transfer yourself into another plane or anything do not work. This entire place is a plane of its own and cannot be left unless the master of this area allows you to.
Oh wow.
So, the bits and
So
pieces
light doesn't work or something?
for the purposes against vulnerabilities, no, it does not work. It is
So
light.
my light bringer doesn't do extra radiance damage.
Sunlight itself does not go against vulnerabilities of, say, vampires or
Ah,
anything.
sunlight
Yeah.
itself. only.
Yeah, so,
Only
so they
sunlight?
they can be out in the open essentially.
Ah, but I can still flashbang everyone.
as far as you know, the information you have on Barovia and lore and what you've all looked up, you know that Strahd von Zarovich is a vampire and he dwells in Castle Ravenloft, and that no one is welcome there. Apparently, Strahd himself is a curse placed on the land because of a forgotten sin of the Barovians' ancestors. From what you do know of further research, a vampire must rest in its coffin during the day. At night, it can summon wolves and vermin to do its bidding, or even transform itself into a bat, a wolf, or a cloud of mist, and it has the power to dominate you with its gaze alone. However, you all know many things get muted, and it is unsure whether or not a vampire actually requires an invitation to enter an abode, or that running water and sunlight are actually effective against vampires.
I was surprised when I first heard in a book, not a movie or something, no, that vampires cannot enter without invitation.
Yeah, I saw that play too.
That was totally new.
Yeah, it was a weird play. Yeah.
Now,
Eh,
Barovia has its own calendar, and they measure the passage of time in cycles of the moon. Each moon begins on the first night of a full moon and lasts a full lunar cycle. A year consists of 12 moons or 12 lunar cycles. Not go by days, it goes by the passage of the moon alone.
So I
Makes
imagine the
sense,
moon moves slowly then, I'd imagine.
makes sense
Or-
if there's no sun.
Yeah. Or like this is like really fast forward at this area, but I imagine the moon just kind of like goes slower.
To give you a sort of timeline on Strahd himself is sort of an out of character thing. Strahd was born in the year 306. At 346, he inherited his father's crown, lands, and army. He then conquered the rest of the valley in 347, finished Castle Ravenloft's construction in 350, and became a vampire in 351. The current Barovian year is 735.
Oh wow, he's old.
It's fine, his bones are brittle.
So you think.
He's got a plastic hip.
Now, for
Must be
purposes
damage
of giving you a little more background, for religion, there are two divine forces. The Morning Lord, which is Lathander, the one that you have the mace of, Bravale,
I know this one.
and Mother Night. The Morning Lord watch over the Barovian people before the curse of Strahd from sunrise till sundown. Unfortunately, due to the effects of what's happened to the sun, no longer answer prayers. The presence
Well,
of
good thing that nature is everywhere.
The presence of Mother Night is felt most strongly between dusk and dawn, although it seems most of her prayers are going unanswered as well.
Sun up to sundown. Dawn. New prayers. Answer. Okay.
Other than that, not know much else. Anything else you would have to ask the townsfolk or people of Barovia to find out more about the superstitions, legends, and lores.
Creepy. Oh, by the way, people, I would have brought garlic, but the garlic would have went bad by the time we arrived here, so no garlic, sadly.
Time travel to a plane, yeah.
But we have a lot of holy water. And I have a new keg with a lot of normal drinking water inside. Yay! Also, is anyone hungry? I have good berries.
Essentially, Rivale has turned his carriage into a wandering holy clinic. It's not going to perfectly heal everything, but it's a very good way to prevent you all from dying on the road.
Nice.
Yes, the reason was definitely not because of tax reasons.
No dysentery on this carriage ride.
Now then, as you all emerge from the mist, after you've gotten your out-of-character lore background for everything that you can figure out immediately, as you enter what seems to be an old road, you look around you as you emerge from the fog. There seems to be incessant downpour everywhere. Seems to be morning time where you're at. Oh, your sound up. And sound pad's working, and it makes my job a lot easier. Now, it is raining at the moment. It's not downpouring, so you can still see at a good distance. But as you look around the old road, there's black pools of water all around the muddy roadway, and giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist that just brought you. I'll have you make a decision as to what you're going to all try to do. For all purposes, you can see from your carriage here to about right here. That's about half a mile right there.
So what Kiki's gonna do, she's not really gonna chime in on anything, but she can just feel like the sense of like looming darkness all around here. She's gonna just kind of stay to her meditation, but she is kind of using her other senses to see if there's like, you know, reach out, feel if there's anything amiss. Like, is anything gonna come out and attack, or you know, is everything what it seems? Essentially, like, is like, are the trees gonna start clawing down? Is something gonna jump out of the black water? Things like that. She's kind of listening in and getting that insight for her.
Give me a perception check.
Did you mark the map or something?
Hmm?
Ooh, another nat 20.
Bless be Sylvanus.
As you stretch out your senses, you get the distinct feeling that you have entered a place of horror, terror, madness, and despair. Not an ounce of joy or hope remains of these lands, and if you aren't careful, you too will become just another corpse on the roadside.
So this is just my 9-to-5 job. Got it.
Well, time for work.
Kiki looks. Yeah.
So now we're
At least
at
people.
Walmart.
Yeah. I'm trapped at the office again. No.
What a lovely place.
You can see Kiki going like uneasy as she's still like meditating, but she's feeling that sense of dread just fill her. She's not liking it. Her senses are overwhelmed with just pure
Your-
negativity.
Your darkness and evil.
Mm-hmm. This is
I
not a
feel
good place.
evil lingering around these
This is not a good
parts.
place to die in. Death will not be the end in such a place as this.
Oh, so we're immortal here. Nice. That's the one silver lining.
Ah,
Death is, to put it very bluntly, death is not an escape.
Damn.
no, apropos death and escape. Let me give each one of you. Valos is currently sleeping, okay.
I'm meditating on top of him.
Oh. It should have been me!
I will let you
I
decide where to
want
go from here.
Steak. Yes, okay. Let me give all of you one wooden steak made out of apple wood. I don't know if it works. I mean, it is pokey. One moment.
Hey,
let me
what
find
wood
it.
did you make them out again, Rivale?
Apple wood.
Apple.
Apple. I decided for apple. I have an apple logo on my steak.
Okay.
Does apple work?
Yes.
People? Oh, thanks God. I wasn't sure between oak and apple. We will find
That's what I'm-
out.
oh,
We will find out.
I just, yeah, I guess so. Incapacitated vampire and see what happens.
Wait, let me find it. It's not in my. Did I have it equipped? One moment, I have so many.
It'd be something out of the
inventory
Monster
boxes
Hunter's pack.
now. Oh, maybe inside the church. Traveling church. No, that is just my arms chest. My 1034 healing poultices. My 30 holy water. The sun elf statue in the basement. Wait, let me check another. Inside the barrel is just water, drinkable and clean. Must be inside the bag of holding. Did I forget my wooden stakes?
Well, while they're plotting and planning, Daryl will do what he's
Apple.
supposed to do. He's going to scout ahead.
Ah, there it is. So I was only able to make
where-
7 wooden stakes in 1 week, 1 per day, because I wasn't very good at it. Mina, can you even carry it? Please take
I
1 wooden apple stake.
Okay. Why would I do that?
It's a custom item. Oh right, why the stakes? I thought since we are fighting vampires, and
Yeah.
since they can be either destroyed or paralyzed by poking a stake into their heart, I thought why not make some and bring them to a fight, you know? It depends on how strong the enemy is. You can either destroy them instantly with a surprise attack while they are sleeping, or just paralyze them and then cut off the heads, and then bath them with holy water and prevent them from interacting and destroy them forever. I think. So please, Mina, take 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a custom item. Do you have it? No? Are you okay, Mina?
Goodness.
Okay.
This is gonna be
Anyway.
fun.
Crying out loud, game.
Kika, it's a Kika, yes. Nein, Kiki.
Kiki.
Kaki?
Kiki.
Kiki.
Like the
Kiki.
think of the mythical creature, Kikimora.
Fucking Witcher.
Shh. Stop saying my inspirations were. Kudos if you get the Wells part.
The Kikimora. I remember that from history.
Don't get the Wells one, I'll admit that.
It's from
Kiki, please
it's from another
take,
tabletop.
Oh.
please take also a steak, just in case. A wooden steak. Out of apple. It's a custom item.
She just nods and like kind of just like points in front of her, like just throw it in front of me.
What?
Just toss it to her.
She's meditating. Just
Oh.
toss it in front of me.
Yeah,
Just
oh, okay.
yep.
Yeah. David? Where's David? Wait, did we forget David in Neverwinter?
Might have, you don't know.
I only saw 3 of you here.
Oh, no, don't tell me we forgot David. Mina, did he step into the carriage with us?
I don't know.
Oh no! Can we return? Ah, shit, we
I
can't.
doubt it. I don't think we're going to be able to return, so...
Okay, anyway, let me give Valus a stake into his pocket. Backpack pocket. Not suspiciously, I mean. Wait, let me make a note. That I gave him a CP. One apple steak for Valus. Okay. Inventory. Hey, apple. Now I have 4. Yeah, I have 4 left. Okay. I'll carry them around my belt. By the way, check this new robe out. I bought it against the heat for my armor and to prevent it from getting dirty should I polish it one day. Also check out my new leather strap on my Lightbringer, Mina. It's for a tighter and better grip.
Yes, he's out
Are
for
we
himself with
really
leather
doing
now.
this hard?
Also, people, look what I bought.
Perhaps we have more pressing issues to worry about than showing up or getting in a pissing contest. Getting in a pissing contest over our armor.
It's not like I'm making rolls as you sit here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, maybe we should
Okay, let's
move
continue.
forward.
Let's
Wait,
continue.
I
Am
will
with the
say
right
this
group?
much: you have gotten lucky on the rolls so far.
Yeah, I'm like, Kiki's starting to wonder, am I with the right group? Are you guys sure you're adventurers?
Can I get a perception check?
You may.
Do I notice Darrett slipping off to scout ahead?
Nat 20.
Nice.
Let's be Sylvanos.
You notice up ahead of the carriage, as your view pierces through the fog and rain and the darkness inherent in this land, is some gates put into the Discord for you. These are the gates of Barovia. They'll be sitting in our little chat
wow.
here.
Are those headed statues Duneheads?
What?
Those giant statues, are those Duneheads?
If you want them to be alive, they can be.
No, that's okay.
I was about to say,
Notice the heads of the statue are at the ground, so they're just really old.
I will use the line.
Ah.
I will most certainly use the line. You are under-leveled and overfucked.
It's okay. He's never made good with those threats. Let's just hit him. It's fine.
One skyscraper Dullahan coming up.
No!
It's okay. I'm in the car. It's okay.
Wait a second, I can cast more
You say
spells.
that you're in the cart, but the cart is the biggest target to something that size.
Yeah, it's got sanctuary on it. It's cool.
No!
Sanctuary doesn't matter to a sword that's bigger than it.
They don't have to attack the cart to attack the cart.
Can I check
No.
the...
No, they don't.
Can I look at the walls or gates and, I don't know, think about history?
Give me a history check.
A 10 only.
Well, as you exit the road, see the high stone buttresses looming ahead of you, and the huge iron gates that hang open, barely on the stonework itself. While you see headless statues of armed guardians, they greet you only silent.
And are the gates? Did you say the gates were open or not? Did you talk about the actual gate?
The gates themselves are closed. You could try to get closer to inspect them.
I would like to look around for monsters or enemies or people or skeletons or anything.
You
out
would
of
like
the
to stay here and find a problem. Okay.
No, I mean,
I was
what
gonna
if they're
say,
just like
I will
bones
go up and
decoration
check out the
laying on the
gate.
side of
Yep,
the road telling a story
Kiki's
or
following
something?
Barrett.
As Kiki and
Minute,
Darrett
flies off.
flies off where?
To help with gates.
As the three of you walk towards the gates ahead of the carriage, you hear a loud screech as the doors themselves open all on their own as you approach, as if welcoming you to their master's domain.
Oh, what a sweetheart. It's cool.
Okay.
He's cool.
Can I check for arcane if they are cursed or something?
Hey,
Alright.
roll an arcana.
10 again? Are you kidding me?
You sense nothing strange about this place.
Kiki starts waving on EL to bring the carriage up and through. Come on.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're gonna go down the road then.
As the carriage is
Let's go,
passing,
horsies.
she climbs back in as it passes. She's gonna poke her head out though, and she's gonna keep her head on a swivel this time after hearing the loud screeches and becoming very unsettled by the opening gate.
Okay, let's see who
Mina's
has.
gonna sit. Mina's gonna sit on top of the whatever
Calm, Emiro.
All right,
Calm.
the
Kiki.
roof of the carriage.
Kiki, you have the highest passive perception. You smell the scent of death on the air.
This place is so foul. There's no hint of joy here. All my senses are flooded with dread.
Would you like
It
to
smells like death.
follow the scent?
Which way is it coming from?
It
Like
is
if I were to
coming
follow.
Slightly from the west in the forest.
So Kiki's gonna consult her party and say, I smell death in that forest over there. I don't know if we steer clear, if somebody wants to go check it out, or...
The scent itself is very close.
Over there, she's...
What do you think?
Does it smell like a monster?
I will
She
quietly
says
make
smell
my
like
way
that.
over that way.
It smells like death. It might be a dead body, it might be something dead.
Is it approaching?
Alright, you're heading off towards where Kiki motioned to where the scent was coming from.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Everyone?
No, just Darren.
15.
You notice, about 15 feet from the road, a human corpse half buried in the underbrush. It's a young man who seems to have been a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Bits and pieces of him have been chewed off, and his body is surrounded by paw prints as crows have been apparently pecking at the body as well. From what you can tell, he's been obviously dead for well over quite several days. You do notice that he holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I don't have speak with undead prepared.
You're not even there.
Uh,
Oh. Oh.
now, is there anything around that... How old are the tracks?
Tracks are as old as the corpse itself. Whatever
Okay,
killed him
so-
obviously left and hasn't returned yet to finish off their meal.
Alright. Alright, anything else of note on the body?
Up just his clothes, the chunks missing out of his body, and the note hand.
Alright, I will take the note. Okay, is it written in a language I understand?
It is written in common, so yes. Would you like to open it up?
Yeah.
As you look at the letter, it reads, Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For 400 years its creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Polyan Indirovich, Burgomaster of Barovia.
Meanwhile, he is away. Can I pray?
You may.
Oh, this is...
Let's go! Oh my god, a natural 20. How did you do that the carriage actually works, Parokens?
You pray to your god, you get the sense that there are no gods in this place. You hear nothing but silence. Even the naturous forest around you seems oppressive, hungry, and vile. This is not a safe place.
We're in the devil's playground, essentially.
Well, people, I have a bad news for you. I think we are screwed.
It's not reassuring from the necromancer, the one who should be adapted,
I'm not a
adapted to
necromancer,
this
I'm a
place.
last cleric, and I'm telling you, I have no connection to my god here.
That's even worse news. You should have stuck with the necromancer story.
My god, it's gone.
I could have told you that by my senses. Everything is so overbearing.
Okay. I will make my way back towards the cart.
I'm assuming you're all going to go forward then.
I look skinny. I would like to look around again.
You may.
Do I roll for perception?
If you'd like.
Yes.
Kiki's doing the same thing. Kiki's actually standing in the car and she's just ready.
You notice that even as you cross this road towards this wondrous valley, heading towards the town you see, what would be a fair valley filled with greenery, life, and a sense of hope is nothing more than oppressive and hateful. You have
I feel like I am
arrived
invaded.
at the town of Barovia.
I have to pee really quick. I'll be right back.
Nope. There we go.
The village. The big village.
You are all approaching from this way.
Oh my god, this is a big map. 1 square 40 feet. I have to zoom in quite a lot.
I'll keep your characters there. And I'll assume you're all still in the carriage.
Who do I hand the letter to? Who takes the letter from me?
You can keep the letter.
I can't
Oh, you don't want there to
carriage.
keep it.
No.
I'm just putting your characters up there so you don't have to worry about them. I'll line
I'll be
you
right
up
back.
here. I'll still considering you inside the carriage.
Okay.
Keep track of where your characters are. This up.
You know what, people? While I can, let me give you each of you 10 poultices. So first, Mina, please take 10 poultices. It's a custom item again. It heals 1d8.
Sorry, that was a long one.
Alright, you guys are in Barovia now.
Okay, Mina? Hello, Kitty.
So,
Okay.
Don't worry if I don't answer.
I thought you are
Alright.
gone or AFK or I don't know. Next,
Alright, as you approach the village, you see tall shapes looming out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones, and the tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
I think people are sad here.
there's sobbing in the streets.
Yes.
I'm gonna slow yourself adventure, but I'm gonna sneak up though, just slowly, like taking my time, trying to like stay behind something and just listen out for the sobbing and see if I can make out what it is.
I would roll for perception again.
It echoes from everywhere. Seems as if the very village itself is crying, sobbing, ceaselessly. But you are more than welcome to give me a check.
I mean, if it's overwhelming, it's coming from everywhere. There's nothing to really hone in on. I mean, I'm just gonna throw a perception just to see what we're looking at, and to throw dice.
Fair enough.
11.
As far as you can tell, it's not from this side of town, which means whoever is sobbing is definitely got a very good pair of lungs on them.
Something's very unnatural about that sobbing.
Almost like It's being purposely made louder to instill more terror and horror in everyone.
It must be
Can I
Tormentochi.
investigate that sobbing?
You may.
$15.
As far as you can tell, it's not on this side of town.
So the way I see it, we either investigate this crying, or we take a look around and see what else we can figure out about this place.
People, I just noticed my kitty isn't with me inside the room. It's so sneaky, it's so dark, I didn't even see it.
Aw. Aw.
Yeah, on my bed, right here behind me, looking at me, chilling, listening to our stories. Ooh. Hi, kitty.
So mustering up my courage, or Kiki's courage, she's gonna start moving forward. Just walking into the town and looking around.
Mina is gonna follow suit from above.
Can I see David?
Is this our carriage?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming
Okay.
you're all still inside the carriage unless you want to move on foot.
I'll be moving ahead on foot, scouting.
I'm
I'm staying with Vados. He's sleeping.
So you're both in the cart?
Yes.
I'm assuming that you're still driving the carriage then as they get out and look around.
Yes. Meanwhile, I am sneaking 10 poultices into Vados' pockets.
That's a heavy sleep. Go ahead.
Poultices. 1, 8, here. Okay. Mina, did you take the poultices?
Yes.
10, okay. Minus 10. Minus 20. Okay.
Sorry, I'm tripped over you.
Tripped over
See you there.
what?
This weird ass green tail in the middle of the road.
And I'm also
Do you even
giving
see the tail?
And I'm also giving Valos 10 holy water while I'm looking around the road.
Valos going to wake up unable to get up, thinking he's got a sleep demon on him. A paralysis demon.
Hey.
He's
Oh
waking
shit!
up looking like a nobleman.
Where'd all this free shit come from?
Ah, where am I? What is this place? I have been abducted. Ah, Sauron, help me, people, mommy.
That's probably what you look like to people, is freaking soft.
Mother is gone.
Ah, firebolt! No, 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 no.
Alright. I've made some markers for some places in the town so you don't get lost to eat, but you have not seen them. What is it you all want to do as you're looking throughout the town?
Just at every intersection, just looking up and down the street, seeing if anything's out and about.
There is no one out and about. It is still towards morning now, muted sunlight, still storming and windy. There's no one out on the streets.
Anything in these alleyways back here? Of
By the
note?
way, what do I see with my 18 perception?
You see that suspiciously, almost every house seems empty, or at least made to look empty, as if they don't want to draw attention.
I think they pretend to hide. Well, they are hiding by pretending not to be home.
Hmm. I'd be avoiding something. Or someone.
Does the village have a palisade wall
A what?
around it?
Oh no, there's no walls.
Oh wow. Okay.
As EL makes that comment about them being empty, can I just like, I'm not gonna like peer like into a window to avoid suspicion, but I'm gonna like just kind of look at a window and just see if I can see inside it and just be like, are they really empty? Or are they avoiding something? Or
Which house you looking at?
we'll do the south house here.
So this one?
The one closest. Yep, the one closest.
As you look
me.
in the window, give me a perception check.
Oh, baby. Nat 20 and I find Jolly Roger's treasure. 10.
As far as you can tell, this house looks abandoned.
I don't think anybody's in there. Knock on the door.
The door itself swings open. Loosely. With your perception check, you can tell that there's claw marks on the door leading inward. As the door swings open, it almost seems to complete the picture of these claw marks of something breaking in.
And we are slowly closing the door.
Anything else?
It just kind of relays that to the party like, it doesn't look good. I mean, I saw claw marks in that door, in that house, that nobody seems to be in, so I think we're looking at something abducting people, essentially.
Could it be that every building here is empty and that we should probably find some safe refuge because there could be a horde inside those buildings coming out at any moment?
Yep, that's exactly the feeling I'm getting right now. Let's see if we can find a light or something.
Let's traverse further but silence.
Yeah, I think
And
that told us enough.
I'm not going to turn on my light bringer.
Alright.
Kiki is going to move very stealthily.
It seems the light from your lightbringer is dulled in this place. Give me a religion check.
I didn't even turn it on yet, but okay. Religion. Hey, the cabbage works.
You realize whatever it is that's affecting the sunlight that Lathander, the Morning Lord, is... Hi, kitty. Is in control of. This mace, the Lightbringer, that was made for a cleric of his religion, is not working properly. Your radiant damage is now a 1d4 instead of 1d6.
I need to take a note.
Damn.
Then I guess the whole area is cursed with some darkness spell or something. Like, I don't know, cast darkness or whatever it's called.
You mean darkness?
Just
No.
darkness, okay, I don't know.
Basically
I don't have the
magical darkness you're talking about?
spell. Yes.
No, this is advanced darkness.
I knew it.
Yes. Exactly. Notes. 1, 4, 8, only. Okay. So. Okay. Nina, Kiki, would you like some holy water first, just in case?
Kiki looks back and she shakes her head for now.
Okay. Meanwhile, I am silently advancing with my carriage.
I did roll an
I
18 on
can't.
stealth, so I'm going stealthily
Okay.
through. But I did roll an 18.
There, what are you up
Can
to?
I stealth?
Scouting ahead,
You
looking
see,
for any signs of.
from where you're at, you can see some light coming through this large building in front of you. Point mark on it. And it seems the sobbing that you heard far closer than before.
Alright, any windows I can look through?
There are, but as you look, you see all the windows are covered by drawn heavy curtains.
Alright.
Which just realized that I must look like the Rider of Death. while through these roads.
You look like you belong.
Yeah.
You have
You
glowing
might
red
be
eyes,
safe.
spiky armor, and a glowing mace.
Carriage in the darkness coming out of the mist.
I'll let you
Where
control
is
where the
the ring?
carriage is right now.
I can't carriage anymore.
Guessing there's a door here.
That is. Door.
Is there any indication on the front end here that says what this might be?
A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads, Bildrath's Mercantile.
So it's a store.
Does it sound like the crying's coming from in here or still further on?
It feels like it's coming further south from you. It is loud and very, very abundant. But it's not this house, it seems.
Okay. Now this door, is it open or closed?
It is closed.
Does it appear to be locked?
One moment. The doors themselves are reinforced, but it is not closed as far as you can tell.
By the way, did Darren tell us about the envelope?
I handed it off to whoever wanted to take it.
Oh, okay. I would like to look around and roll for perception again.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
You see the same thing that Derek is investigating, but behind you, you notice a singular shaft of light coming out of an entrance, right on top of you and your carriage. And you hear some noise coming from the building north of you with the mug on it. There's a gaping doorway with a sign hanging askew, calling this the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Okay. Psst, people, there is light in this building.
Investigating this building down here.
Iki like hears EL like speaking, but she's not close up. But she like, turns and looks, but she can notice the light though. Like she sees light coming out of that one too.
I am equipping my weapons just in case.
So would she notice a sign if she turned and looked in his direction? Like she would notice that's the tavern.
Yep.
Okay. Kind of huddles up a little bit and is like, so I say we start with one of these two buildings since there's light coming from them. Either one is fine, I feel. I feel like we go in together, whichever one we pick. Who votes for what?
I nick my head
Where's
and
that?
nothing.
I need to find a scout.
Yeah, you do have a scout.
Where is our scout?
He's
Wow.
scouting. We don't know where, but he's scouting.
Your scout's
I
Try to
scouting.
make a perception
he's
check.
Delver.
Give me a perception check then.
I'm gonna throw and see if I can see him. I'm just curious.
Are you kidding me? I can't see him at all.
Only a 19. I think he rolled a 26 or something on his stealth roll.
Yep.
The last stealth roll I made was
22, I think, or something. Above 19.
27.
27.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I was short on both of them. Damn. I mean, if he doesn't want to appear to us and discuss, she shrugs.
He's much like that.
So he's a
He
maverick.
does the scouting that way. He's not just that. And
As you
especially
pass this
the-
house here, the red one on your right here, or your left as you're going down the road, the sobbing has gotten to the point of where you can immediately tell it's coming from this house.
One straight south, the one right next to me?
Yep, the one straight east.
Okay.
Cheap.
Alright.
The very,
Windows,
the very
curtain?
sound of sobbing itself is coloring your thoughts with sadness.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Must be a witch.
Interesting. Okay, any windows I can look through, or are they also curtained? Curtained?
House is actually boarded up and barricaded from the inside, from what you can tell. It's a 2-story, 40 feet square house.
Okay. Are all windows boarded up? Including the second story ones?
All of them.
Okay.
I feel like
Guess
we just
I will
entered
check
the town
around
in
it.
Castlevania Season 1.
I suppose we can go ahead and check this one.
Well, I mean, I thought I'm just gonna wait for the scout, I guess. So I mean, if you want to, we could, but
Would you like to say, do you have a crowbar in your inventory, Darren?
Most likely. Because I believe that's part of the burglar set.
Would you
Yep.
like a mace?
You
It
do?
also works.
Yeah, crowbar.
You would easily be able to
Legacy
take
gear.
these barricades off if you wanted to get inside.
Hmm. No, that'd be a little on the noisy side. Plus, I'm just checking to see if there's possibly any other way in besides trying to pull a Santa Claus.
You could try. You're how
check
tall?
if there's.
Hmm.
How tall are you?
He is,
6'8".
I believe, 6'8" it was.
You would be able to grab onto the roof. It's fairly short compared to you.
I also have an alternative way to get up there, but
True.
Ninja style.
Can I
That
stealth
style.
with the carriage?
What's that?
Can I stealth with the carriage?
No.
Oh, okay.
What would that look like, even?
Even the horses on your carriage are looking at you like, how the fuck do you expect us to stealth? In the middle
Yeah,
of town.
And all the one thing's about his carrots, and he's questioning you.
Move so slowly that you are invisible to the naked eye?
I
We're
think
not
it's
in the-
more along the lines of move so slowly that you're an easy target.
I don't think we're in a village of T-Rexes. That would work if we were.
Hey, real life and reality, no.
the cries are coming from the house, second building down on the east side from us.
So do we check out that
Completely
building, or-
It's completely boarded up.
We can't get in.
No
If you want,
quiet
I
way
can
in
knock.
from the ground floor.
So you want me to check the top floor?
I probably could if I wanted, but I wasn't going to go too far without letting you all know what's going on. Unlike some of us, I am not just going to be bursting into places.
That's
I
gonna be a
cannot-
long-held grudge, ain't it?
Hmm. It worked out, kinda, but, you know. Yeah, you gotta remember, Darrett's a lizard brain, literally.
If you want, I can knock. I'm one of the nicest people in this group.
Ah, it's boarded up from the inside. They don't want anybody outside getting in from the looks of it.
Do we want to hold off and check any other buildings?
I would like to look around again and check for anything that moves. And nothing that moves. With my OBS.
Nothing that moves?
Well, everything. I want to check for everything.
For anything. I'm like, what?
The houses
said
aren't
everything.
moving.
I said everything that moves, and I thought maybe you are going to be a smart boy and say like...
Oh, I'm gonna be a smartass no matter what. You forget, this is now hands-off campaign. I get to have a lot more fun.
No, I know. As long as it's fair, everyone is fine with it.
Oh yes, of course it's fair.
I would like to roll for insight, but it's pointless in the real life.
But,
I would like to roll for perception again.
Go ahead.
for rumors and gossips, the tavern's a usually good place to go.
Nope, nothing.
That's what I was thinking. We almost establish ourselves in the tavern and then move from there.
Okay.
Isn't there
Mercantile's
somewhere
probably a good
Mayo
place to
building?
see, maybe on what's available in the area.
Yeah. I mean, my,
The tavern first, then Mercantile?
that's my opinion.
Has anyone seen the Bürgermeister
I mean,
building yet?
look. So, tavern first, then Mercantile, and then once we figure those two out, then maybe that house?
That's the order I think of. And as to get back to EL's question, maybe we can ask about the Burgermeister in the tavern.
True.
And his daughter that got bitten.
Yep, that's what I figure.
I can help her literally, by the way.
Go first.
Not your best roll,
But
Derek.
I would
No,
need a
not my
10
horse.
minutes since I...
My
Door-
passive perception meets his stealth. Do I see him?
Yes.
Yes.
Kiki's just waving at Derek. To everybody else, he's just waving at nothing.
Darren, Darren,
I'm waving...
I see you.
I'm waving back to Kiki.
Mina, as you get up to the tavern, the door is gaping open. It seems they don't care about keeping this place locked up.
Welcome back, OBS.
Can I, make a perception check?
Yep, go ahead.
Nah, that is a 5.
As you look in, you can see a blazing fire in the hearth. Gives some scant warmth, a few huddled souls within. A barkeep, what looks to be 3 nomads, a man sitting in the corner.
Kiki gets a bad feeling about this, but you know, people like do that, like wave their hand over their face from like top down to like put on another face, like get into character. She's gonna put on like a brave face and just walk in out of stealth.
Anyone look like a Belmont in there?
Oh, there's no Belmonts.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of guys with whips in here though. It's kind of weird.
Ah,
Oh, it's that kind of bar.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys just leave me here. I'll just come back in a couple hours.
all
But she's,
enter the bar.
she walks in like she belongs.
As you all enter the barkeep looks up at you all, then goes back to cleaning his glasses on the counter. The 3 nomads in the corner take a look at you. The one who's facing towards you all keeps an eye while the other 2 return to their card game. The man in the corner, however, sees you, and in stark contrast to what seems to be the entire village, he invites you over to his corner and offers to pay for your
Aragorn?
drinks.
That's suspicious. I open up with stun pomp. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, roll the hit.
No. I'm walking
is
over.
it Aragorn?
Mina's
I'm
gonna
walking.
hold that.
You're all heading over then, saying hello.
Yep, I look at him. Is he sitting down or standing?
He is sitting down.
I join him in the chair across from him, I guess. And
It's a 6-seater table that he's at. This place is
Okay, I gotta
rather
sit-
empty.
I sit to the chair closest to him then. I look at him
Welcome,
and I nod.
welcome. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm from Neverwinter. I'm an outsider. I stumbled in here and seems like I got turned around.
Oh, you didn't get turned around, lass. This is Barovia. You're here because the master wanted you here.
The master. Mind filling me in on who that is?
Give me one moment. I hear my cat messing with something and it sounds like wire.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Give me a sec.
Take your time. No rush.
Okay. Meanwhile, I don't hear anything and I'm just sitting there,
Okay.
keeping an eye on Valos and the surroundings.
They were playing with the back of one of my space heaters. That's what the
Oh
clanging noise
God.
was. Thankfully, it's
Oh,
unplugged.
God.
It's unplugged and everything.
Oh, thank God.
I was sitting here saying, why am I hearing a twang? I don't have any sounds playing that it's doing that. Look over, and there's a paw stuck to the back of the fucking space heater, just twang, twang, twang.
Hey, Dad, look at this. I'm making music.
Look. But,
It's called Electro.
let me bring this up here. The man introduces himself as, Ismark Poliana.
Oleana, give me one sec.
He also
Mark.
laughingly refers to himself as Ismark the Lesser.
You must be the little brother.
Yeah. Ismark the Lesser. Who's the greater?
He laughs as you say this and says it's simply because he's been living in his father's shadow, who is the Burgermeister of Barovia here.
Oh.
Ah,
But he is
Burgermeister.
more than willing to tell you of some facts. Now, you can all hear this for out-of-character reasons, so I have many things to
Okay.
tick off for you. In Barovia, due to Strahd's influence and his pact with the Dark Powers, the souls of the dead are trapped as the souls of the living. They become caught in the mist and cannot travel to the afterlife. When a humanoid who has been dead for at least a day returns to life either the way of spell or some supernatural means, it gains some sort of indefinite madness brought on by the realization that its spirit is trapped in Barovia, likely forever. He says it's due to this that there's quite a few undead that wander around causing trouble all throughout the land. But us Barovians are deeply invested in our homes and our traditions. Most folk you meet will be fairly wary of newcomers, even though anytime there are new people here, we know you're not here by choice, sadly.
Well,
Does Mina share this
actually...
where she's from? Where
Yes.
she's at? Mina comes in a little closer.
Ismark situates himself on the table as he talks to you. He seems rather glad to talk to someone who isn't just acceptance of their lot here. Barovians, much like any other person, are made of flesh and blood. We are born, we live, we age and die. But, unfortunately, only about 1 in every 10 of us have souls. As he stated before, when a being with a soul dies in Barovia, that soul is trapped in this domain until it's reincarnated, or simply driven mad. Barovians who share the same soul over generations tend to look alike. Now, however, the Master Strahd needs loyal subjects to feed his ego. He is, after all, the master of this place. It wouldn't do well for him to be a master of an empty land. There are Barovians without souls that are created by his consciousness to fill out the local population. Most of them tend to be bereft of charm and imagination, blind and depressed. You can pick them up pretty easy because they're wearing pretty drab clothing. Where most Barovians, like myself, who have a soul, tend to have some individuality or a splash of color.
Okay, so basically like those humanity-less husks in Dark Souls 1.
Actually, you know what I was getting at? If anyone's played it, definitely Fear and Hunger 2. That vanilla feel. It's the vibe I'm getting. Everyone's who's moon scorched.
He says, in this land there's only humans and the Dusk Elves of the Valaki. That's about the only people here. We've heard stories of elves, dwarves, and half-orc adventurers, but like yourself, we only really see them if adventurers suddenly get pulled in here for the Master's Games. He does point out some dangers of his homeland currently thanks to Strahd's influence. Anyone who attempts to leave the land chokes on fog. Those who don't end up dying. They'll get stuck in the endless cycle of either madness or reincarnation. This game that Strahd has been doing about drawing strangers in all over the years has been going on for a very, very long time. But all of them either die or disappear before long. Wolves, dire wolves, and werewolves themselves prowl the woods, and hungry bats fill the skies at night.
Oh wow. Very great.
There are two other towns in the valley. The town of Valaki, which lies in the heart of the valley, and the village of Krezg, which lies at the west end of the valley and is built around an old abbey. Wine is the drink of choice in Barovia. We get our wine from the good old Wizard of Wines winery near Krezg. They make quite a few different blends. As he brings up his cup, you can see on the side of it, it says crushed, and then the rest seems smudged in sight. There's also apparently a bad wizard near Mount Baratok. He's apparently no friend of the vampires, but then again, he doesn't seem to be anyone's friends.
Interesting. Okay.
He then scoots over to you and points to the three nomads over in the corner. See those three colorful folk over there? Those are the Vistani, or Vistana if it's just one of them. As far as we know, the Vistani are real helpful, but whenever Strahd comes to play his games, they seem to be the only ones left unharmed. Much like any other nomad, they seem to... nobody wants to really screw with them, mostly because of the fact that you'll end up cursed. Nobody wants a gypsy curse on them.
People who...
I would like to ask now, Darren, who actually did you hand off that note?
I'd probably say either Mina or Kiki.
Mina.
I'll let them fight it out.
You know
Bitch fight.
that Ismark Kolyana is... where was it? One moment. I gotta bring up something before I get my info mixed up. Because you would know from the letter that you found. Notes. That Ismark is the son of the Burgomaster, who is also The father of Koya. Hi, kitty. I need my leg back. Please and thank you. Stop clawing me.
Kitty's like, I'm the daddy.
That would mean the people mentioned in the letter you found, Ismark is the son of the Burgomaster and the brother of Irina Kolyana that was mentioned in the Burgomaster's letter that you found.
I got that feeling.
So, Mina is going to quietly ask Bismarck about the slip and hands him the letter.
As he sees you pull out this letter, he grimaces a little as he reads through it. Up here.
Oh. Hi, Tiger. Kitty, kitty. Come here.
As he
Everyone's
finishes
kitties with
reading the letter, he grimaces and says, my old man sent out Dalvin Olensky to set up a letter for anybody coming in through the usual way that the master brings his newest toys, and
Oh.
I'm guessing he didn't make it. He's not with you, but the letter is.
I'm sorry.
He's pretty brutal, actually.
We sent
From
him
what I heard.
out about a week ago. I'm assuming halfway through he didn't make it through, but had a little hope.
A scout would have more info on the body, but we don't know where a scout is right now.
We
Oh,
apparently
don't
we
kid
never do.
yourself. Spend more than one night on the woods, more than likely dead.
Oh, our scout likes to seemingly vanish quite often.
While they're talking, could I just do an insight check? Like while he's telling everything, I want to do an insight check on this guy
Go
to
ahead.
see if he's genuine. Uh, 18.
As far as you can tell, Ismark is very, very happy to see you and the rest of the party, but he also seems a little distraught. And from what you know of the letter, it seems his sister is not doing very well at the moment. Give me an intelligence check real quick.
Ooh.
Let's see if you
those
can.
rolls.
Let's see if you can
Just
piece
keep-
together some things.
Nope, we got a 6.
I will have Mina also do an intelligence check because she's there with you.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, hit it.
I'm going to also use guidance on myself if needed.
All right.
So,
Go ahead and do your guidance.
on D4. That's a 4.
So 19
Nice.
total.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
From everything you've heard, you realize that Irina Kolyana has more than likely, from the notes and from the look on Ismark's face, has been attacked by a vampire more than once. What you can guess, it's either a creature under Strahd's control or Strahd himself. He's more than likely distraught because at home is no protection for his sister who has already been marked by a vampire.
Okay. Write that down. I've been taking notes.
Oh, you're gonna need them.
She's a little different than Domino.
Doing that.
She's trying to pay attention. Okay.
I'm not
What the-
taking note takers so bad.
Neither am I.
I sucked at school with trying to take notes, so.
Let me put it this
By the
way. I have over 10 back-to-back pages of notes. And that's not even
Damn.
a half of the maps. There's gonna
Damn.
be some stuff.
I noticed that I probably should have casted Gentle Repose on that corpse earlier.
Oh, there were chunks missing out of
No,
it.
No, Gentle Repose.
He was
Prevent it
already
from
rotting.
becoming undead.
Oh,
Here's our running.
too late now.
Right back. I gotta pee really quick. Sorry.
I'll be right back.
So it can't become undead?
It can. You'd have to go back and
I mean-
check.
I mean, can pieces of a corpse like stand up and become like wool, for example?
Me?
I should have casted radiance on it.
I'm gonna say you didn't even know the body was there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, never mind then. Wait, where did he get the envelope then?
Gentle repose doesn't prevent it from becoming undead.
But only for 10 days.
It extends the how long it basically puts it into like a stasis effect where the time it's dead doesn't count on the limit for spells such as raise dead, things like that. Things that have a time limit where you have to raise someone at a certain time before they can't be raised.
Yeah.
It doesn't prevent them from becoming undead, it prevents them from rotting. Basically.
Never mind then.
It's good
Yeah.
for funerals.
Does radiance help against it, or does it only help against standing back up again? I mean, if I cast radiance like, what is it called? Sacred flame on a corpse, can it become still a zombie?
All you'd be doing is basically desecrating the corpse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking.
That sounds like necromancer talk.
I'm
Sorry, I'm just not
What?
letting it go. I'm sorry. I just can't let it go.
The
But it's
paranoia.
not about raising the corpse, it's about preventing it from getting raised. I don't know.
Well, so,
But holy water definitely helps, yes? Or only while the water is still wet.
Anywho,
yeah.
I
so
mean, chopping the body into millions of pieces works just as fine too.
Not always.
Never mind then.
Well, yeah, if it has regeneration, but
is he done then with explaining, or is he still going?
Can things still happen while you are holding a
yeah.
conversation, Paroquet?
Hmm.
Okay, I would like to roll for perception and look around again.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's a safe moment for us to listen or if we still can get ambushed meanwhile.
Mm-hmm.
Almost at 20. Hey, 18. Hey, on a... I'm nice. On a run here.
You see nothing but rain, darkness, and hopelessness all around you.
Yay.
It looks depressing, I think.
I'm guessing he's done then.
He does point out his own home, which is, if you look all the way to the south, is going to be the house with the blue X on it. I make that
It's a
bigger.
big one?
All the way to the south is the house with the big X. The blue X is the Burgermeister's mansion where his father and sister are. You look to the northwest, the cross there is the church that holds the town graveyard. He does, however, mention not to be near the church near midnight.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Why?
Let me get that.
He says he doesn't want to talk about it for the sheer fact it's very, very disrespectful what Strahd did. He does also mention, if you look back towards the east of town, with the red X, there seems to be a strange house that nobody's come in or out of.
So, are the dead walking again inside the church?
He sadly doesn't know anything about what's going on in the church since he stays in the tavern most of the time, since they have a hefty cellar that they've been hiding in whenever things come crawling around at night.
Oh.
What about the
Wait,
rest of your
what's that?
family? Oh, go ahead.
He's not
What?
sure who's left. You could check the houses, and there might be some people, but and if the monsters killed them, they're more than likely undead.
Wait, do I really just enter the tavern unannounced?
You may have.
I figured you were because you were talking to him.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, you need to
Yeah.
if you're going to talk with somebody, you need to be in the room with them.
Okay.
It's okay. I vouch for you. You're fine.
Can't be like half a block away and try to have a conversation with. That's it.
Suddenly, a dark-robed figure stands in the doorway.
Ismark looks up and
Hello,
like, ah,
Ew.
shit, not again.
May I enter?
Mm.
Rivale.
Sort of knights red.
No, hold on. You are asking if you can enter an abode after I've already told you that
No.
vampires need to
I know.
ask to be entered
No.
into an area.
I'm
Ismark.
polite.
Ismark is going to hear this and go, fuck that. And he's going to
He's cool.
he's going to jump down in the cellar. So is the barkeep. The Vistani are going to jump out the window and leave. They are not dealing with a vampire spawn this fucking early in the day.
But I'm even taking off my head and bowing.
Rivale, you have on the map your witch hunter hat and robe on. All they see
Yes.
is a very hefty character with some spikes coming off him and glowing red eyes that's asking to enter the abode.
Yes, and I'm politely taking off my head. Like
You look
everyone
like a
does to
vampire.
Say hello.
You look like a
yeah.
vampire.
Gonna give
Oh!
Min's gonna give Eo a look of complete disappointment.
It's the cellar door.
What?
The cellar door is locked.
I'm knocking on it. I'm
entering
trying to yell through it.
uninvited.
No. He's okay. He's okay. He's a life cleric.
I'm entering uninvited anyway. What did
Yeah.
I
Also,
do?
he entered uninvited too. He's not following the rules of whatever.
There is no sound from the cellar. They are apparently ignoring anything you have to say now. And they most certainly do not trust you after seeing a vampire walk in and you trying to vouch for them.
Does anyone have any gun?
I
Oh,
was
Sealy, does anyone have any
just
gunpowder?
polite.
Oh, we can blow our way in and explain ourselves.
Min is just going to look at Rivali and end up looking at him like, if you do this
Jesus
one more
Christ.
time, I am going to make sure every attack lands on you.
Oh,
It's
that's
not my
beautiful.
fault. I have no charisma.
Shush! Shush! These
No,
people
literally.
have suffered.
My charisma is
I don't
minus
want. No. No. These people have suffered enough for years, centuries even. And you do this?
I just said hello.
You
Why are you looking at Necromancer?
Man,
But this is just my working attire.
Rivale, you are in a
Yes.
big, heavy concealing cloak with a hat on that
Yes.
conceals your face. You're
Yes.
asking if you can enter an abode like a vampire, and you have glowing red eyes like a vampire.
I was just polite.
While I did make that witch hunter outfit, that hat for you, because you wanted it, for merely cosmetic reasons, because it gives you nothing,
I know.
it does not play in your favor here.
Good job, Darth Vader.
these people have
You sure it's Darth
suffered.
Vader, not Darth Helmet?
I would like to take off my hats and helmets and say hello again.
You know what?
There's no one in the
It's a little too late.
There's no one there
Yeah,
anymore.
it's-
They all saw the vampire at the door going, "Can I come in?"
Can I-
And went, "Nope, out."
Why did you ask if you could come into a public area? It's okay. I walked in and I was fine.
I am shy, okay?
It's a
Well, I
fuck.
guess there goes getting information about the They're screaming, they're crying.
I was gonna ask
Like
that
Kevin,
next.
the background, I'm shy. And I have
Mina
no
is going to
charisma.
grab Rivali's hair. She's going to grab his hair and pull him outside.
Ow, ow,
Come on,
Ow.
out, out.
ow.
Oh, that could not have gone
Ow,
off
that
any better.
I could
Ow,
not
ow,
cross the line.
ow.
He's just
Oh,
gleefully talking
How
to
is
some
she so
people.
strong? How is she so strong?
Ismark is just gleefully
She's
talking to some
pissed.
people that he hopes can help out with the problems they have. He looks up. There's a fucking vampire with him. Nope, fuck
Hey,
this.
can I come in? Ah, this is one of
Get in
Strahd's
here,
game.
stay
Got it.
here. Do not
Ow.
move. Do
Oh.
not get out.
Strahd almost got me this time.
I am disappointed.
Nobody here at all. Everybody's gone.
The barkeep
No
ducked
one-
behind the bar. The Vistani jumped out. For as much as they've not been attacked by the dark spawn around the area, they're not going to test their luck either. And Ismark has retreated down into the reinforced trap door to the cellar.
So the barkeep's here. Like, he didn't go in the cellar.
You'd
Why
have to
does
check
no one
behind the
ever
bar
like
for him.
me?
It's like, can I see behind the bar?
You can.
Okay, I like put my hands over. I'm like, I see him there, and I'm like, look,
Oh,
please.
you're looking behind the bar. I'll tell you what
Oh,
you
look at-
see.
Okay, go ahead.
As you look, you see another trap door, heavily
Fuck.
reinforced. Apparently, they have multiple entrances into the cellar because, honestly, having one entrance would be kind of a death funnel. So it's
Jesus
locked
Christ.
too.
I kind of want to. If I was evil, I just put heavy shit on top of the doors right now, out of being pissed. But fuck.
You guys are off to a wonderful start.
Yeah, that was awful.
Deal with you.
There's no hope. We are. You know, we gotta go with the Mad Wizard now. Fuck it. It's our only friend.
I can't believe it was me this time and not Varus.
Mina is just downright disappointed and annoyed at
Kiki just gives EL like that. Like should have had a V8 slap on the head.
Ow.
and
Where's the spikes? No, I have spikes. No, please don't do that. That's...
Wherever there's
Mina-
no
Mina
danger.
takes a look
You
at
don't
Kiki,
have
she's like,
spikes on your head.
Oh, really? I don't.
No. Kiki, Mina takes a look at Kiki. It's like, you might have not vouched, should have not vouched for him.
Look. What else do I do? Put him out to the wolves? I mean, they're gonna see us traveling with him anyway.
Here's the thing. You shouldn't vouch for him, but you could have just said he's an idiot sometimes.
Oh, yeah, a dumb vampire. Better.
Yeah, I was gonna. I'm gonna tell you
Leslie
something.
Nielsen.
I do not think that no matter what we said, nothing was gonna make that better. That
Nope.
was a wash. As soon
True, but-
as he walked in, that was a wash. Okay, there's nothing we could have done.
Keep an eye on him as well.
Like I said, I'm not going to hold your hand anymore. You got to keep track of your stuff. Because I will.
Probably would have had a better reaction had I walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, given the amount of strange people that's wandered through, yeah, you probably would have. In fact, you would have probably been new to him.
All right.
Can't I
Next
just,
up,
can't I just drink
Mercantile.
holy water in front of them?
There's nobody there to show off to.
Nope.
They've
They
all.
are scared shitless.
They went, nope, it's a vampire. Fuck off.
All right. We got to talk about the next building before we go into it.
Revolt, stay.
Can I leave a
Yeah,
gold
it's-
coin as an excuse?
No, you stay here. Stay in the carriage. Do not move anywhere.
Okay.
Okay,
Can you
if-
take the gold coin for me
I,
and put it on the counter?
you.
If we, I think we can just convince him that he's okay, so long as you don't ask if you can enter in a public area. I
Okay.
think we'll be okay. I think that's where the
He's on my
problem
naughty
is.
list right now.
I
So
would
no.
like to enter your home, please.
Your humble pub.
Please, let me in. It'll be fine. We'll have a grand time.
I will have a grand time. I don't know about the rest of you.
Ah, 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 ah.
How many blood bags are here? One blood bag. All right.
Can Mina, can you
Made
ask
a
them if
big-
they have garlic?
They probably do not have garlic. But let them ask. You stay here. I'm disappointed in you.
The people at the temple, back at the temple, said that Lightus is always welcome.
Kiki, Minna, and Derek, give me a perception check.
But interesting, I look like a vampire, you say?
12.
Derek, you notice a man sneaking down the back here, across the street, while everybody's chatting with each other.
The second alleyway?
Yep.
But interesting, I look like a vampire.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use that to our
move.
advantage. Like, think about it. Yeah, I think we could actually use it.
We could when we're around vampires.
Yeah.
He did
Yo,
not
I
notice
can
you a single bit.
pretend.
You
I
see
can
him
pretend.
run into this building, look around himself, look up towards the street where he knows everybody else to be, last he saw, and quickly shuts the door behind him, and you hear the sound of something heavy being slotted into place, like it's been barred from the inside.
How many stories is this place?
Ah, yeah. Ta-da.
Yeah, so in case of emergency, I can pretend that you are my pets or something.
No, that's not my fetish. We're not doing that.
For deceptive
Garrett,
purposes,
you see a weary-looking mansion that squats behind a rusting iron fence. You've bypassed that already, but the iron gates are twisted and torn right open and cast aside, one laying in the ground in a muddy puddle, while the other one swings lazily in the wind. Weeds choke the grounds in front of the manse, pressed with menace upon the house itself, yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any windows. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen and horrid suffering. Give me a perception check. You see that all the paw prints and footprints are made by what seems to be humanoids and very large wolves. A roll popping up.
I hope Velos doesn't wake up and scream. That
What you gonna do, Derek?
Okay. Just a single floor to this house?
It is a single floor, yes.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to check around. Where do these feet and paw prints look like they come from?
Give me a nature check.
Okay, nature is 20.
Give me a sec. For some reason, your rolls aren't popping up if I get. See if it's popping up on the
I
phone.
think
It
I
is.
see him. At least I see him.
Give me
Kaki.
1 second with the map here. I'm going to.
Go for it.
It's
Yeah,
popping up
I
on
mean,
my phone, but not on the actual map.
Kaki,
Huh.
take meanwhile
There
10
they are.
poultices and
Can everybody
10
see the
holy
map?
water, please.
Yep, I can see it. I can move.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out after we try the next place. And
Bring this
Take
up.
10 poultices and 10 holy water, please.
For your 20 nature check, you can tell that these are dire wolves. And from the bits and pieces of flesh still remaining in the footprints, you can tell whatever it was that was walking about was most certainly not living.
Okay. Can I tell about where these footprints are coming from?
Everywhere.
Or what direction they go?
There's no walls
Oh,
around
they
the
just-
village. They simply just converge on this place from within and without the village and just tried their hardest to get in.
Alright.
Giga.
And this outbuilding, what is that?
An outdoor shed. See stacks of lumber as well as some tools hanging on the inside. The place itself has been trashed, as if somebody thoroughly made sure that no one was hiding inside.
Alright.
As you can
Oh.
tell, every single door and window is barred, and the only way in safely and quietly would be through the front door.
Hmm. Three chimneys. Okay. Only two, which look to have smoke in them. Alrighty. Well, not much reason for me to really pursue it too much. I just know where he's gone.
Fair enough. Alright.
Now, what's the rest of the circus? What are the circus clowns doing?
you come back while riding on
Mina is
unicycles.
keeping an eye on. Mina is keeping an eye on.
Just the circus
We are
song.
talking.
The circus song, but it's all horror themed. Played on string
It's all,
violins and screeches.
The thing. We're all just like the thing from It.
You're all doing the fucking
Cycles.
Pennywise dance.
Yeah.
Thing.
Alright, I'm just adding stuff to my notes here. Sorry. Overdoing that while I was waiting.
Mina's just keeping an eye on Eel.
Kiki's walking over to the mercantile. I mean, what? We struck out once. Surely we can't strike out twice, right?
I mean, you can't. Somebody can help you.
I was gonna say, we all can't strike out twice, right?
You'd think so. The door is shut, but it's not barred from what you can tell.
I'm gonna OOC. This is omit this. I knock and ask, "May I enter?" No, I walk in.
Say the door
I would
slams
like-
shut and she goes, "Fuck you!"
I would like to walk
But no, the door opens fine.
I would like to look around and roll for perception again.
You see nothing.
Okay, good.
So I'm
You
just,
don't have to ask every time you turn around.
I'm just waltzing in.
As you walk
I need to
in,
be careful.
you see a single
It's
human man sitting behind a counter. He looks at you and gives a crooked grin and goes, "Ah, some new adventurers. So, what you buying?"
Kiki kind of shoots him a crooked grin back and goes, "Well, what are you selling in here?"
He shows you what he has for sale. What you'd like to buy.
I just want to take a general inventory of just what he has in stock. I don't think I want to buy anything, but just like, is he like selling potions, items? Is it like a general store?
He's selling some basic adventuring gear like arrows, some foci and such things. Bits and bobs that an adventurer might need.
Cool. She saunters up to the counter and just says, "Hey, I just blew into town. I'm looking for just looking for information and maybe a spot to stay at."
He looks you up and down and goes, "Sadly, I don't sell either one of those. If I could,
Not
I
even-
would charge for it, but I don't have that.
Charge for what?
If I did have a spot for you, I'd probably sell it. If I had any more info than what you could get by looking around, probably would too. Sad to say, I make sure to stay in the doors when night falls, so no."
Okay, so Nightfall's find shelter is what you're telling me. Gotcha. I guess I don't have it unless you want to. I mean, do you hear that? Do you hear the sobbing?
Ah, you mean Mad Mary?
Yeah, Mad Mary. Who is she?
That, she's been making a racket for nigh on a week now. She lost her little girl. She managed to keep her inside the house for as long as she could, but apparently the girl broke out and now she's been inconsolable ever since.
Okay.
Well, I suppose the good thing about her crying is it's less things coming at my door and more hers.
Well, that's bad for her and fortunate for you, I'd say. Tell me, who are some big players in town? People who I should get to know.
Well, there's Mark. He's usually at the tavern. There's Father, what was his name? Right, Father Donovich. He's at the church north of here. Burgermeister, Mark, Father. There is Koyana, the daughter, but she's been staying in the house after she's been played with by that vampire. There's that
Burgermeister's daughter. Gotcha.
there's
Master.
that weird house on the east end of the fucking village. It's weird. It's been burned to the ground so many times, yet every morning it's always back up.
Really? Anyone going in and out of it that you've seen?
Not by choice. I
Not
certainly
by choice.
I certainly wouldn't go in the damn thing.
Has
Buddy.
anyone tried?
Anybody that's tried hasn't come back out, so I couldn't tell you. And like I said, I don't leave my shop.
Okay. What's... I guess it's kind of a stupid one to ask, but I'm guessing a lot of people get abducted in the night here by monsters that pass through. How have some of you all survived?
Hiding, hoping our neighbors get eaten, or worse, whatever it is they do to them. Most of us, like the tavern, have reinforced doors on everything, though that won't last forever.
How about you? What do you do?
I lock my door, drop the curtains, and drop the bars over the windows, and then I have a spot of tea.
There's got to be something we can negotiate here. I'm looking for a place to bar up at night so I don't become Chow. Is there something we can exchange?
Yeah, I don't have any room. There's me and my boy here, but that's about it. And that's more than enough room right there.
I mean, I don't mind sleeping on the floor, and I don't think my crew would mind either, but we're protection. We're not defenseless. If, say, something happens to
As you
defenses
say
and we're
this,
in
he
here...
starts laughing, slaps his knee, looks at you and goes, "You really believe that? You think you're the first ones to come through here?" The Master Strahd's been doing this for hundreds of years. You ain't anything. You're the newest
Well-
toy, and he just ain't started playing with you yet.
I'd say strength in numbers. We stick together, we can fend off.
Strength in numbers. Tell you what, you say strength in numbers will save you. Go to the church at midnight and see what strength in numbers did for everyone else.
How bad is it?
He starts laughing his ass off. Yet another adventurer coming in claiming to be a hero, save them. He does not believe a word I have to say. As far as he's concerned, you're just another Strahd toy, and you'll be replaced by another soon enough.
And there's nothing I can do to prove you wrong.
He just laughs, takes a tear out of his eye, and says, again, go to the church at midnight. You'll see what numbers do.
What does it even
She crosses her arm and just looks up at the ceiling, thinks for a moment. I guess that'll be all then, sir. I might be back if I need something.
Sure. Either way, if you're dead or alive, I'll be happy to take your coin.
She bids him adieu and starts walking out. And just to save time, that all gets exposition to everybody about Mary and the church and all that. Like, we've kind of gone over that already, but everything gets expositioned. Yes, and the tea.
A bishop? What does it even mean, strength in numbers?
Well,
It
I mean,
is-
we can ask.
Getting towards the afternoon now, as you've all been investigating and looking.
Well, there is a father in town, a man of the cloth. We can maybe lean on him a little bit for information. Maybe he can give us sanctuary. He's alive. I mean, from what I'm understanding is we probably should find shelter, and pretty quickly, because those without shelter kind of get the claw treatment around here.
Yes, please.
I agree. But
Oh.
didn't Ismark say beware of the church at midnight?
It's not midnight yet, is it?
Oh, it's about afternoon.
So we can
So I
have a
guess
peek.
we
See.
could go to the church.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the father.
However, I will
seems-
allow the vampire to take off his freaking mask and robe.
Oh.
I'll allow him to talk with
One moment,
father.
Shadow. As you were looking around the shop, you recognize a few things, Miss Aaron, or Kiki.
Oh.
He sells the basic things for most adventurers, but you realized there's a price difference. Let's say you wanted to buy, say, back in Neverwinter, some arrows, at least 20 of them, it cost you a gold piece. Here, it costs you 10 gold pieces.
Damn.
Capitalism.
So if we gotta feed somebody to the monsters, let's hit the mercantile up.
I can feed some good berries.
I mean, I don't think we want to heal what's trying to kill us.
After I drunk them in water. Holy
I don't
water.
want to kill the big scary wolf. I want to be its friend.
I love him. Look, he likes my attire. He thinks I'm a vampire.
He's trying to eat me. Fucking kill it.
Get him off!
Aw, he's saying
Spikes do your
hello.
work. But it's just a puppy.
What are y'all doing now?
I would like to park my carriage somewhere.
Give me
I'd say
a perception check.
Hey, 20, let's go.
As far as you can tell, considering how close all the village buildings seem to be, the only options you have are either the mansion of the Burgermeister, which might not be the safest place now, considering you've outed yourself as a probable vampire, or the church, which might be better to stay in, since it's holy ground and you'd be able to see what all this talk of midnight wonder is.
Kind of what I was thinking of. We check out the church, see a father.
And
I mean, can undead be inside the church, or does he mean strength and numbers outside the church or the graveyard?
I mean, I was gonna go ask the father that, to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of information.
I mean, I had the idea to get into the shop and ask him that, but
Can
the
you
father also
keep an
works.
eye on Eel?
Ken,
By the
I
way,
mean-
Mina, I need to pee.
You won't have to ask me. Go somewhere.
Do you
It
need
has been
help
a long
with?
road, okay?
Do you like need help with your zipper? Why are you telling her that?
Because she's looking out for me for some reason.
she's not looking out for you,
I'm
she's
looking.
keeping you in check.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I
keep me
mean.
in check.
Yes.
That doesn't mean you can't go to the bathroom.
Okay, I get big in.
Mom, I need to use the toilet.
Kiki,
Honestly-
with you for a second.
Honestly, Minna, he seems like he respects you more than me. I'm the junior of this little club you have going on, so
All right,
I think you wield it.
watch it, but in front of Kiki.
Alright,
You
Derek,
step
what are you
out
doing?
line, Get in front of Kiki and walk towards the church.
Derek, what are you doing?
They want to go towards the church, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean, you can speak up. You can come up to us and speak up.
Can't speak.
You can tell us you exist.
Because all Kiki knows is you're a maverick.
Alright, halt it.
Over here,
Alright.
to the left of the
Mhm.
carriage in that small little building seems to be a safe enough stable. Put your carriage for the night.
And that Valis is still.
Yep. And what are you doing, Derek?
I'm going to knock on the door.
Alright.
Wait, were you talking
What are you
about
saying?
me? As a vampire?
I seek to speak with the Burgermeister.
You hear a female voice answer back, "Who are you?"
I am Derek.
Why should I let you in?
I didn't ask to come in, I asked to speak.
The Burgermeister's not available at the moment.
I am just curious as to what I need to look out for while I find my way in this land.
You're an adventurer?
That I be.
There's going to be a small little slot on the door open. You're going to see somebody looking through. As soon as you see them, the slot closes and they disappear from view. You can hear some mumbling from the other side of the door.
I can't believe that David looks less scary than me.
Yeah, wonder why.
Do I mind you, you look like freaking Sauron.
I'm sorry.
You look like literally copy paste of a vampire.
And you
that's-
also did say, "May I enter?"
I was polite.
This is a tavern, not a freaking private.
But I'm
It's
shy.
alright.
Everyone's drunk and no one's polite.
Would you like to try and listen in on this conversation, Derek, since you can hear the mumbling?
Yeah, sure. You want perception?
Yep.
20.
As you put your ear
Nice.
up against the door, you can hear a male and female voice arguing back and forth. The man is saying that he didn't see the person outside with the vampire that appeared at the tavern with the group he was talking to. The female voice is arguing back that just because he didn't see them with them doesn't mean they are with them. Or aren't with them. And this is going back and forth in this fashion. The slot on the door is going to open up. The man is going to look out and stare at you and ask, "What are you?"
I am Derek.
Not asking who you are, I'm asking what you are. I've not seen something like you.
Derek is of the lizard folk.
I see. And he's
Although Derek is of a clan of 2.
you're going to see a vegetable that dropped out the slot at your feet. Onto the doorstop, thankfully not into the muddy ground. The man is going to stare at you and say, "Take a bite." You see him holding a cross at you, a rudimentary religious icon, as if to ward you away, just in case.
Soft skins, so particular. So
I'm an atheist.
Peculiar.
Ha, ha, ha.
Alright.
Derek will
Sorry.
reach down while keeping an eye on him because just being wary of any potential attack and pick up this vegetable.
Would you like to identify it?
Yes.
Nature check.
It's garlic.
23.
It is indeed garlic.
Yeah! I smelled it.
As soon
Not
as I
even
heard
there.
the cross, I'm like, yeah, that's garlic.
To say if you're not,
No.
I'm going to say this now. If you're not within something that I'm talking with a character about, keep the sidebar to a minimum, please, so we can focus on. All right. What you gonna do with it now, Derek?
I will sniff at it, enjoy the scent of it because garlic is a wonderful herb. Flip, pull out a clove and start snacking.
The man is staring at you with his eyes up in surprise. You enjoyed that?
Oh, yes. It is a very... I love the tangy flavor.
Huh. He looks over to
It's not
the
as good as,
side,
it's
away
not
from
as good as
you,
raw
and
meat, but still.
you can see him shrugging his shoulders as if he's pointing at you in a motion that says, "Well, there you go." You're going to see the door open, and a woman open it up, looks you up and down, tells you to get in.
Don't mind if I do.
As you enter in and they shut the door behind you, you see the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures themselves show signs of great wear. Obviously, the oddities to any home would be all the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room on every wall. You can see a rather old man lying in a room to the side on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers, a faint odor of decay. It would seem the burgomaster no longer amongst the living.
Yep, I ain't gonna talk to him.
The man and woman, you know them to be... Did the other characters tell you their name?
I was listening in.
So you know the man is called Ismark. You, however, do not know the name of the woman. As you enter in, the two turn to you, look you up and down, and go, "Why are you here? Why do you need to speak to our father?"
Well, I guess he was someone of importance, since I hear talk of your family often. This we found a body outside of town, mentioning your family.
As you say this, and say we, Ismark looks at you and goes, "Were you with the group at the tavern?"
Which group would that be?
The one with the vampire?
There was a couple. I know of no vampire.
Just because you don't know of one doesn't mean there is one.
The
But
only
you did-
vampire I've heard talk of is this one called Strahd.
As you say his name, a grimace crosses against the woman's face and across the man's, and he looks you up and down, nods slowly, and looks away a little bit.
The one you probably talked to is... He is not the brightest, despite all the light he uses.
You're not here, Rivale.
I know.
For some reason, he seems to dress in a way that does not befit what he's supposed to be.
And what is he
I
supposed
do-
to be?
Some sort of cleric of life.
Ismark
I've seen him work,
just
but
deadpan stares at you. Just complete look of, "Are you fucking serious?" As he questions,
I question him many times.
and he
But
asks,
I
was
am as
it the
simple as
man
not-
in the big cloak with the glowing red eyes asking if he could enter the abode?
Yeah, that's the idiot.
That
Trust
was
me,
not a
he's not
cleric.
vampire.
What the fuck?
I just go by what I've seen, what I've been told. No, he's not a vampire. Believe me,
Irina looks
I would
over
be
at you.
willing to shove the clove into him, garlic clove into him to show, although he might not appreciate it.
Ismark looks at you with his arms crossed. "I don't care if he doesn't appreciate it. We sure as fuck didn't appreciate a vampire apparently popping up on the doorstep of one of the safe havens we have left in town."
Yes.
Irina looks
like I
at you and goes, "Well, at least they have some kind of holy man. Maybe they can help us?"
But, yeah, I am just a simple lizard folk. What you softskins do often confuse me. Despite my clan being what it is, I am still often confused.
That's... Man nods his head. Yeah, that's people are confusing no matter what. But we do need your help with two things. As I said to the rest of your group, he gestures to the woman next to him. This is Irina Goyana, my sister, and she's been attacked by a vampire twice. He gestures to the man's body sitting in the room to the side, and that's our father. Unfortunately, his heart gave out about 3 days ago in the midst of one of the attacks. What we would like to do, before we're attacked by a vampire again, I would like us to get to Valaki, which is apparently the city in the middle of the valley, obviously, but apparently they actually have walls, which we don't. And less problems, which we don't. However, as he looks his head over at his sister, someone wants us to take our father to the graveyard before we go. The woman goes to argue with him, He holds up a hand and says, I know, but I'm willing to do this. We just need to be quick before night falls and worse things happen. And he gestures outside, and as you can see, it's getting dark out.
Yes, I gather from the footprints around that not pleasant at night here.
Oh, it was not.
Apparently dire wolves and undead.
Yeah, lovely chaps. Thankfully didn't stay.
Well,
Well, are you
well,
willing to
we
help
can-
us?
We can help. At least I hope we can.
Right? Ismark's
We-
going to go by you and start prepping his father's body for travel.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to say? He is still within earshot.
What can you tell me of the crying coming from the house down the street?
Ismark looks up at you and looks over to Irene and nods his head as if to tell her to say the story while he's doing his work. Irina looks over at you and says that would be good old Mad Mary, who managed to keep her daughter safe for weeks on end. Fortunately, the daft girl managed to break out of her home and hasn't been found for at least a week now, and Mary's been inconsolable. We managed to board up her house for her, but with all the noise she's making, there's not really much we can do for her.
Yes. I can understand the want for freedom can override sense. Especially in young ones.
Very true. Are you have any more questions for them?
Oh, hello. What do you know of werewolves? Hi.
Ismark has his father's coffin ready for travel, secured to his back to carry, and he looks up and he goes, that's the tricky thing. We don't know much about them. We know they can be people and werewolves, but can't really tell what's what. One of them might be having a drink with you. One of them might be eating you in the forest, like lots of people. One of those things you don't really find out till it's too late.
Now lay down. Lay down, yes, I know.
I prefer not to.
Yeah,
As you're rubbing his stomach.
Everything will be fine, just go lay down. Like, the fuck? First the dude with the glowing eyes, now this? Oh god.
I'd much rather this though. This is nicer.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
just assume the position.
just
So,
convince the cat not to walk on the keyboard.
fair enough. But they are ready to head out whenever you are.
Alright. This time I guess I won't disappear from view because they kind of need to follow me.
Yep. Keep moving my map in them.
Yep.
Pain in the ass.
Okay, they went this way.
Am I still inside the carriage or am I standing around the corner peeing?
That's
You
Hopefully I,
already
fi-
did that.
hopefully I fixed your idiocy.
well, considering Rivali's not wearing his vampire getup anymore, yes.
This is the idiot. Points at Beal.
We'll go ahead and keep Valis there. For all intents and purposes, he'll be safe for the night, but he'll be keeping watch with the carriage.
Ah,
You all see Derek come walking up with a woman and Ismark carrying a coffin on his back.
Love it.
Ismark's
hello
going
there.
to Ismark's going to take a
Condolences.
break and rest the coffin
Oh.
on the ground. Oh, we need to have a chat with Father Donovich about properly interring our old man. And he's going to crack his back. Would you mind all going in and checking on him? We haven't actually heard anything from him in about a week. And frankly,
I'm a
given how...
cleric, I can help out.
A moment. Given how quiet the rest of the village has gone, not actually sure if he's still here.
Yeah, but first, I would like for our cleric to actually give an apology to you.
What?
What?
Hi.
Apologize, or I'm gonna break your arm.
And this is coming from a pixie.
Please, apologize
To whom?
to Isma for scaring the living daylights out of him.
Oh, that was you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I meant to be polite. I'm not good with people. I'm sorry. And the eyes that was my witch hunter had, especially because of the vampires. I thought that would be fitting attire, but I guess not. And the robe is just for protecting the armor from hot weather and from burns. If I polish it one day.
As he's resting, Ismark is going to look over at you and go, maybe next time don't be a heavily obscured person with glowing red eyes asking to enter homes. It might seem polite. It's not going to be here. But thank you
Fair
for the
enough.
apology anyway.
Would you like a good berry?
A what?
Or holy water? Or a poultice?
I'll,
Or a blessing?
I'll take some holy water, fuck yeah. Thank you.
Oh, if you want, I can give you a bottle or two. Or more.
You know what? You're forgiven. You have holy water. We'll take it. Fuck.
Should we?
Okay, how much?
For now, just
Very nice
hold
time.
on to it, because he's holding on to his dad's coffin right now.
Kiki, Mina whispers to Kiki, should we just go ahead and go in and check on him?
Yeah, well, they're patching it up. Seems like we're all good, so...
Alright, I am going
I
to
can-
move you all to a new map here. Boop.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, there are 2 levels.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Alright, Valis is with the carriage.
What does the right side say under the church?
Area?
Yeah, besides area.
You're
Alright.
at E5.
Yep, that's E5. That would be for my own map keeping records.
That helps them
okay.
keep track of what's in that area.
Basement, okay.
Basically, I have hundreds of maps to keep track of, so they're by numbered letters.
Area E5, okay. Let me guess, the castle is area 51?
It's area 1 through 100.
Oh,
And more.
oh.
Castle's a big place.
Damn.
The castle's got an entire mountain to it.
Jesus.
We're
It's
gonna
a
have
proper
fun
castle.
today. Alright. You are all in front of the church.
Well, I say one clergyman talks to another clergyman.
From
She pats EL on the shoulder.
as you all come
Oh.
forward atop a slight rise away from the rest of the village, against the roots of the pillar stone that seems to support Castle Ravenloft off in the distance, and the gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain rather feebly and sag against their load. As you walk up, you see the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Oh.
Go on in, Il. You
Can
are the
I-
cleric.
Can I roll for Arcana and try to feel for a holy aura inside someone? Like inside the building?
That would be a
I try
religion
to,
check.
with the force,
Would be a
feel out the
religion.
breeze.
That'd be a
if I
religion
can.
check, not an arcana.
Also religion. Oh, because magic, but okay. Religion. A 12? Not bad, not good. Well, not great.
You sense a little bit of holiness here, but whatever used to be once here in grandeur and glory has long since faded. Much like the youth has left young child, leaving him a broken, weary man.
Okay. It feels like this ground may not be sacred any longer. I would like to be careful and be ready to pull out my weapons. I am knocking.
Be right back.
Take it out.
You want to
Okay,
knock?
I like to.
Well, politely, yes, why not? Wait, should I just come in this time?
Yeah,
I mean, is the door closed?
Good idea.
The doors are closed.
Churches are public areas.
Churches, yeah.
Okay, I'm
Just-
opening the door carefully, standing to the side and just peeking into it in case there is a zombie jumping out of it or something. Like
What's your
Varus
vision
last time.
range again?
Vision range? I'm in normal. Wait, where do I see that again?
I think it's what, 60 feet?
He doesn't. I don't think Gil has that.
I'm just a normal human.
Vision.
I have normal
range,
eyes.
fifth.
I don't know, where do I see that?
It is brightly lit, that's why I'm asking.
Okay. Then probably 60 feet. Yeah.
I believe it is 60 feet by standard. Let me see. I'm just double checking.
Yeah.
You read it.
Yeah, maybe.
As you open the door, and look in, you see a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall
Just
itself is
outside.
mostly unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer up ahead. See a man bent over an altar, praying, but as you hear him and see him praying, you hear an inhuman scream rise up from beneath the wooden floor, pleading over and over again.
Okay, people, I have mixed news. First,
You
I
hear
think that's good.
you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving."
Yeah, we may have good and bad news. Good news, I think, the priest seems to be alive and praying. The bad news is I hear a young man underneath the floor crying for help and asking for food and calling him father.
Okay, well, that young man may be a trap. But maybe.
Do I just
something-
enter and say hello, or do I just get closer first and then say hello?
I mean, you're the cleric, and he's a cleric. Maybe you
go
have a
ahead.
clerical talk.
Oh, I have the vestments. If you want, I can take put on the vestments.
So long as you don't change in front of me.
Just put them over your armor, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Just don't trip in front of me, then you're okay.
Okay, okay. Do I have time to put on the vestments?
I mean, it doesn't take the longer what than what.
Okay. I'm good to go.
Kiki will help you too. Just put them on.
Okay. I
Over
barely
all those
know you.
spikes.
She's good with her hands. Monk.
Oh, is she?
Okay. She's a
She's a
monk.
monk and a former gladiator.
Well, I am entering. I guessed that, but I didn't know you are a monk.
You can hear the screaming coming off from your right side. It's pleading now for, "Father, please let me out. I haven't eaten in so long. Please."
It may be a trap, it may be actually someone, I don't know. Maybe it's a Wendigo. I'm approaching closer and I would like to roll for perception for anything unusual. And look around. If I can, I don't know.
What are you doing?
May I?
You're just trying to roll for perception.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Not bad.
Besides the fact that the inside of the church looks fairly destroyed from what you can see from the hallway, and everything looks
Yes.
worn down and not very well taken care of, this place seems less destroyed than most places within the village.
Does Donovich still look like a human or is it a zombie?
You would have to get closer for that.
Okay, I'm getting closer carefully. Nothing happens? Okay.
You have to be closer than that, please.
I would like to get closer carefully and listen through the
think we should
door.
call him, just in case.
If you're listening through the door, give me a perception roll. Hear nothing. Nothing besides the prayer of the man in front of you and the screaming of the young man behind you.
Can I listen to the prayer, what he's praying about?
You'd have to get closer for that.
Okay, I would like to carefully look around the corner before I enter further. I have a bad feeling about this.
The chapel itself is brightly lit, but... One sec. The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras on the ceiling light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him is a long, thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower. Yep. Forgot to move.
Ah. Okay.
As he's going in, Mina's gonna whisper to Kiki, might follow him.
Well, yeah, that
I
would
don't-
take a lot of time to repair everything with mending.
I don't want to overwhelm the priest.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say,
I would like
what
to-
are you doing, Garrett?
Keeping an eye on a resident idiot.
Wow. I would like to carefully say hello and wave my hands.
He is not facing towards you.
I saw he's saying. I would like to say hello a little bit louder.
Still is not moving from his prayers.
Okay. I would like to get closer and maybe check
be
for
right back.
traps.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
We haven't found a trap yet, by the way. Oh. Maybe, I don't know, there is a garlic trap steak shooting thingy.
As far as you
with
can tell, there's
tripwire.
nothing.
Okay. Then I would like to enter this room. Say hello again. Carefully, not to spook him. Still nothing?
He's nothing.
Okay.
The screaming's coming from the right room.
It'll be coming down if you go down and right from this room.
Okay.
I'm approaching close and saying, praise be God again. I say hello.
Give me a religion check to see if you know which god to praise to. You can see the icons all around.
Ah. What a disappointment.
You can tell, considering you are holding a mace in his image, This is a chapel dedicated to the Morning Lord Lathander.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I mean, because you mentioned that those two gods earlier, the thunder and the night goddess.
Yep.
The thunder's blessing be upon thee, Father.
Donovich looks up and sees you in your armor and vestments, with your glowing sunrise-shaped hammer, and what seems to be a glimmer of hope almost crosses into his face.
Hey! Okay.
He looks at you, stops his prayers, and asks, "Oh, hello, brother. But may I ask what it is you're doing here?"
Well, good evening to you too, my good man. I am Il. I'm a life cleric who recently arrived in Bombaria. On purpose, may I mention. And, we are checking in on you because the townspeople seem to be, the surviving ones, seem to be slightly worried about your absence for a week or so.
The last time they checked in with him was a week ago.
Yes. But it seems you are still alive. Right?
Yes, I am still very much alive, thanks to the grace
Oh, okay,
of
not the
God.
moving corpse.
And I have been here praying for a way to save my boy.
Please don't mind my spiky armor. It's my working attire for I am an adventurer. And, may I ask you about the yelling back there?
That is my son, Doru. A year ago.
Son?
Yes.
Son? Or like apprentice son? Like your father, his son? Or
He is-
per plotline?
My actual son. He was
Okay.
little over 20 years old. A little more than a year ago, him and several other villagers stormed the castle. They'd been lured there by a wizard in black robes.
Oh.
By all accounts, the wizard died and so did my son. Returned here as a spawn of that damnable devil. I was able to keep my son in the Undercroft, but I've prayed to my God all I can. They won't answer me. I just want a way to save my boy.
Yeah, about that, I can't get a stable connection to mine neither. I assume it has something to do with the curse.
The curse of the
Plague.
devil is part of the land itself. If he does not allow it, it won't happen.
Yes, quick, you said your son is dead and is now here returned as a devil spawn?
Yes.
I may have to mention that to my party members before they do anything stupid. I'll be right back. God be with you.
And also with you, brother.
Thank you.
Derek,
Hello?
are you going to do
people?
anything while he's gone outside to talk with the rest of the party?
I'm relaying the info to you.
Go investigate these doors.
Alright, which one?
Let's start with the one closest to me right now.
Huh?
Yeah, so people, we have an undead
You're just gonna
inside
open it up?
and a bishop.
Not locked?
Not locked. It's just a simple wooden door.
I'll open it.
As you look around, you can see a dirty room that contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Next to it is a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol. This apparently seems to be the priest's room.
Okay. Quietly close the door. Go across the hall. The same?
Nope, that's the drawing one. Not gonna have Derek disappear in the mist forever. Or it's already sneaky enough. As you look in, an old desk and chair stand against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them. Sunburst. There's a 10-foot-long iron rod attached to the north wall there. It stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Let's see.
This seems to be an office.
Hey, crack the bottom right door.
You're going there?
No.
I'm telling you
Please.
all the
Please don't.
information. And that this. Hey, I'm not going to let
Whoa.
you open the door. There's probably a vampire spawn inside.
Anything
If
of
you're-
note on the desk?
Or zombie.
As you look on the desk, there's an empty wooden pour box on the seat of the chair. Unfortunately, the desk drawers only contain a few bits of parchment, quill pens, and dried up ink jars.
Anything of note in the cabinet?
As you look inside, there's a tinder box, some wooden boxes full of candles, and 2 well-used books. Hymns to the Dawn, a volume of Chants to the Morning Lord, and another one that reads The Blade of Truth, the uses of logic in the war against Diabolist heresies as fought by the Olmist Inquisition. A strange book that seems to mix logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults.
No, neither of an interest to me.
Oh, I imagine while he's doing that, we're getting relayed all the information, essentially.
Yep. You're essentially
Yes.
getting a recap
So-
of everything that got told earlier. So I'm
Gotcha.
assuming you're doing the same thing, Darren?
Yeah,
Where's David?
just reconnoitering.
Ooh.
This is a
Being
dirty,
priest.
lightless room. Contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress, and mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol. If that other room must have been the priest, this must have been his son's room.
I guess that leaves this one over here.
As you look in, you realize that Time and a Collect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room. It contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water. One corner, set into the floor, is a heavy, wooden, reinforced trapdoor, held shut with a chain and a padlock. You can hear a young man sobbing and screaming through the door.
That must be the turned one.
As-
Okay.
Give me a perception check as you're looking in.
I would like to get back to the father.
13.
As you look, you realize the trapdoor is actually swollen with all the water around it and stuck in the frame. But even if you manage to remove the chain and lock, you still have to break it open.
Very noisy.
Interesting plot.
Okay.
Can I move now?
Yep.
Okay.
Before you go back in, I was going to say, I don't know if there's anything we could really do for his son then. You're saying he died and came back as a hellspawn?
Yes, I would like to talk about
know-
this for a moment. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not good
Well-
at words. Maybe it's not like that, you know?
I mean, well, we heard what happens when people with souls die in here. There's
I
only
just
one of
asked
two
how
ways.
he looked like first. Maybe he just survived and is actually not a hell spawn. That would be a rather cool twist.
Well, you know, one of two ways. They go mad or you have to resurrect them.
He's either alive, mad, or undead. Grüß Gott, Father.
Please be, brother.
About your son.
Yes?
How did he look like when he returns?
He looked exactly like he was when he left. But this time he was overcome with a hunger and thirst for blood. A deathly pallor to his face with red eyes.
Oh.
Not much
Are
you
you
can,
sure it
not much you
wasn't
can
just
jerk
an
about with
illusion?
that, is there?
Oh. Are you sure it wasn't just an illusion?
I'm sure. With what little power I have left, I managed to get him into the Undercroft, but not before checking everything I thought I could to make sure it wasn't just a cruel trick at the devil's amusement.
I think I can fix him. Are you able to create holy water, Father?
Sadly, I'm not capable of such a holy feat.
Okay.
I'm but a simple acolyte.
Well, I have a lot of holy water with me. I could... Yeah, before we need to find out further info about his current state. Before we decide the final steps to deal with him. So, I take it that it would be nice... Wait a second. I should probably get back to the guy that was asking about you and tell him that you are still alive.
Who was
That's
asking
actually what
about
I'm
Ask
doing.
him what he wanted from
One
you,
sec,
by the way.
Rivale. Who
Yes.
was asking for me?
He is the son of the major, I think. The Bürgermeister's son.
Ah, Ismark.
And-
How is the Burgermeister?
Ah. I don't know.
You
Do I
wouldn't-
know?
You would.
Ah, he told me. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well,
You
he's
know
most
that
definitely-
you know that he died 3 days ago, and his son and
Okay.
daughter brought him here to be interred.
Yeah, about that, he is most definitely, sadly, dead.
Oh,
He passed away 3 days ago.
between you and me, brother, Irina isn't the natural daughter of the Burgermeister. Though she does not know, he found her at the edge of the Swallish Woods near the Pillarstone of Ravenloft. And apparently lost her memory, but Burgermeister, with his great heart, adopted her and loved her dearly as his own child. It is heartening to hear that such a man is gone now.
Oh. Would you like me to keep it a secret, or...
Yes, please. She
Okay.
has already lost a father. No need to let her know that such a connection did not exist. I only tell you
mean, it
this in
did
confidence
exist.
in case something may happen.
Okay, I won't say a word until the death and further beyond.
Thank you. May the light shine upon you.
Thank you. Would you like, just in case, to have a tincture of holy water?
I would not say no to such a ward against dark.
Yes, fair enough. Would you like a good berry? You seem kinda hungry. I don't know what the economic state of this country is.
The surrounding
The
areas,
fields are probably plagued.
the fields themselves are not even safe to walk.
Yeah, I figured as much. How do you even survive here?
The curse of Strahd, unfortunately, keeps those he wants to toy with alive, no matter what. I am
Oh.
no different in this regard. I'm a man of the Morning Lord himself. Such a being is directly against the devil that this land.
Oh,
I fear he may have turned my son and sent him back as a way to torment me for his amusement. He
Yeah,
is
we
not
have-
wrong.
to figure that out. Okay. So you are not hungry?
Fortunately, no. I thank you all the
Okay,
same, though, brother.
Keep the good berries then. Take the one flask of holy water.
Alrighty. Let's set that
If you
onto
want.
the altar.
Yes.
He is, after you letting him know that Ismark and Irene are outside waiting to inter their father, he's going to follow you out to do such ritual rites and get everything
Yes,
going.
okay. Oh, by the way, we heard that there's apparently a danger about numbers here at midnight. What does that mean?
Ah. As you tell him this and he looks out, he stares straight at Ismark and looks slightly disappointed as he remarks to him, "Are you the one telling people about the march?" Ismark puts up his hands and goes, "For once, I'm not the asshole here. So no." I've told them pretty much about all else that's happened around here, but no, I'm not going to go around remarking about the dead poorly.
Oh.
Kiki just looks over at Donovich, says, "Guy who runs the general store."
Ah, that gentleman. I shall not speak ill of any of my sheep, but some do test the patience.
You're a
Oh,
very
I
patient
know
father.
what you mean, Father. I know what
He's
you mean. One of those sheep is currently sleeping in my carriage. I'm protected.
I was gonna say, Mina's
I'll
gonna
say-
look over, slowly creeping over his shoulder into his view, just glaring at him.
And she tugs at his ear a little bit. Excuse me, mister, I'm going to act like a freaking idiot.
I'm talking about Velus, not you. Calm down.
Alright,
Hello,
while you're
Dennis,
doing
please.
this, Donovich is going to hit over, and in a surprising show of strength, is going to lift the Burgermeister's coffin over one shoulder with a single arm. I am
Wow.
ready to give your father his last proper rites.
Or I
Hey.
can do that too.
I can only hope his rest is not disturbed. And with that, we're going to do a little time skip here. Donovich, Ismark, and Irina are going to head out to the cemetery and properly inter their father. We'll stay, spend a
Mina's
couple...
going to also join.
Can I assist?
Ismark is going to ask that you stay out of this family affair. And thanks you for your worry, but
Okay, fair
this
enough.
is a family affair.
Bismarck, take the holy water just
Fair
in
enough.
case.
We're going to do a time
Take
skip here.
both of you a bottle of holy water.
One sec. We're going to do a bit of a time skip here so they can do a proper funeral.
Yes.
They are going to come back. Donovich is going to head back inside and clean up a little bit. Ismark and Irina are going to follow him in, and they are going to bed for the night here and here, since the priest has offered them some respite to stay. And Rivale, from where you are, as he passes you, he asks that you and your fellow adventurers come in and chat with him for a moment.
Can I bring the horses inside?
The horses
And
are...
Valus?
They're safe outside in the carriage out here. I will draw a little circle where the
Oh,
carriage
thank
is.
you.
They are safe in there as the doors are barred from the inside, and the carriage itself, carriage shed itself, is not damaged in any way, shape, or form. There's plenty of hay and
Oh,
stuff
thank
for
you.
them.
That's actually very nice of you.
I don't want them pooping in here either. I don't know how the windows are.
As you all
I mean, I
walk
would
in,
have
you notice the mess of the pews has
cleaned it.
been moved to the side and swept aside as best as he can. For once, his son's crying is slightly muted, as if he's become exhausted for the day. He is going to look at you and your party, and he is going to put his hands together, prayer, and thank you for bringing a dear friend to be properly interred in the graveyard, but he does have a favor to ask.
Okay.
He's going to
I
ask
would like
you...
to.
Oh, go
I would
ahead.
like to ask the group first if David is with Valus.
Nobody knows. Nobody's looking.
Exactly.
focus on
What if he
Donovich.
wakes up in a
Everyone
Tight
except Derek, give me a perception check now. And Derek, give me your stealth.
Jesus, yeah, 22's not
I'm
gonna
not
beat
even
it.
going to try to roll.
That's a nope. That's a nope. What about you, Rivale?
what am I? Perception, yes.
Yes.
Oh, 16.
None of you have any idea where Derek is. And he's right fucking behind you.
Yeah, I
roaming-
thought as much because I don't see him. That's why I'm asking.
No. None of you have any
Sorry,
idea.
heard that Dad's around somewhere,
But
and that's it.
Father Donovich is going to ask you all, since he saw that you have a carriage, help take Irina and Ismark far away from here, as far away from Castle Ravenloft as possible. He asks that you that you take her to the Abbey of St. Markovia in Kresk, and if you can't do that, to take them to the fortified town of Valaki.
Saint, what was that? I'm sorry.
He's going to ask that you take them to the Abbey of Saint Markovia in Kresk, Krezk.
Okay.
There's a lot of weird spellings, I'm going to warn you.
Yeah.
Or,
Right, or the
the town of Vallaki, Ballaki.
Malaki. Okay.
As far as Father Donovich is concerned, he has unfortunately failed his flock here in Bargovia. And the best he can do is keep this small sanctuary alive as he tries to find a way to help his son, tries to save what few souls he can in the village.
Yeah, about the son. We need to diagnose his state before we determine further
Vale,
actions.
what do you know about
Yes?
vampirism? Give me an intelligence check.
Well, first I would like to know if he's actually infected or if he's just... Well, if it's just an
That's what
illusion.
an intelligence check would be
Yeah.
helping you with.
You would need to know how a vampire spawn is created in the first place.
Oh,
Yeah.
15, 17, let's go.
Da,
A
da,
bite,
da.
I assume.
You
And
know
death.
that vampire
eventually.
spawn are created when a true-blooded vampire takes someone and injects their blood into them in a fashion you, however,
No.
do not know the method or delivery way, nor how a vampire spawn is truly created in the first place. You know the initial basic steps, but you would need more research.
Maybe he was seduced.
But, as it is now winding down for the night, everybody give me a perception check.
That's it.
Ach, come on. 11.
13.
20.
As it becomes close to midnight, as you're all getting prepared for the night, you see an unearthly green glow coming from the graveyard. You see the father bow his head in prayer, sadly go up to one of the windows. You can hear him faintly muttering prayers for the souls of the dead.
I would like to get closer to him.
You're not going to see what the green glow is?
What?
Coming from the graveyard.
Where's the graveyard at?
The graveyard is right below, or right behind. Do you see where top
Okay.
north there?
Yep.
Can I
Yeah.
look through
Yep,
this
yep.
window
You
and
can.
ask the father what is happening?
The father does not answer you and simply continues muttering prayers for the past and the future, and hopes that they find the light of the morning Lord and suffer no more.
Mina's gonna take a look out, and then after that, she's going to bow.
I'm going to assume that everybody's looking outside a window.
Careful.
I'm just gonna check. Is the door behind us like closing shit to the main
It is
entrance?
not. Would you like to?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I was going to say, if nobody's going to shut the door, you're going to have problems. And that's not
Yeah,
going to be
if we're
from the
making sure
green
that is-
glow.
Yeah, tightly closed. Maybe if there's a bar there, maybe we bar it too.
There is a bar.
Okay.
Should have left it now to Valus.
I mean,
He's
he's
got
locked.
sanctuary.
The door to the carriage is locked from the inside with a similar system. Just a bar across the door.
And Valus is inside, waking up inside the carriage, not knowing where he is, inside a barn, like, I don't know, a two-layered coffin, basically, and outside he just hears hell.
Well,
He
That
is.
was
waking up.
zombies.
He's aware of
That's
what's going
bias.
on. But
I think he
as-
thrives in chaos. Anyway,
But as you go to shut the door, Kiki, you'll also see this as they pass by. An eerie green light suffuses the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession, wavering images of strong warriors toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing into the hundreds by the second. As you all watch, you realize these are not basic undead out to harm the living. These are all previous adventurers who died trying to destroy Strahd. And as you watch them, they march further into the valley, as if trying to complete their failed mission. But you know they've been doing this every night at midnight.
Strength in numbers makes a lot more sense now.
Why did
As the
no one
door
burn
closes.
the corpses?
Yep. This is not, like, stretched throughout time. This was all at once.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I cannot flashback them yet.
But you are all in a semi-safe area.
What?
Well, you're never truly safe in Barovia.
Fair enough.
But that would probably be a good place to end this.
No!
Yep.
Yes.
It has been only 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah, and people have bedtime shortly.
No!
That's
It's
why
midnight, man.
That's why I'm cutting it at 3 hours instead of our usual 4 to 5.
Thank God. Thank you so much, because
Yes.
that ruins me for Sunday.
Yep.
I have homework to complete too.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm keeping that in mind.
my condolences.
Thank you.
Say, if you guys don't cut it, I will. Even if I have to leave you in a very unsafe position, I won't fuck you over.
We got
will-
that door closed, so we're okay.
You actually remembered to do that.
I just assumed everyone closed the door behind him.
Do not assume. Like I said, I'm
Keep-
not going to be hand-holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Domino is kind of like an idiot. Kiki is under the stone cold impression of DTA. Don't trust anybody. Check it yourself.
Trust but verify.
Yeah.
100%.
You better learn that slogan because you're going to be using it every 5 feet you move.
I trusted nothing. I don't even trust these guys we're with, to be honest with you.
Boop. There we
Especially
go.
what I know about Irina.
So, I take it that those undead are evil?
They are not evil.
No.
They are essentially, let's say,
They're gonna
the
be
final
us.
regret of every adventurer that came together at once to try and kill Strahd, but still failed. They're essentially just a walking monument to their death.
That's
Not
us if we
undead.
fail.
Yep. If you aren't turned into part of the procession, Strahd will certainly find a use for you as a new spawn.
So, we're gonna come with clear heads and A game.
Oh
They
yeah.
are not undead, okay.
They are, as you know from before in your research, they are essentially tortured souls. And more than likely, Strahd has made this event just to hit home to any new adventurers how hopeless their situation is, for his entertainment.
They are just visuals. Okay. Wait, do we have the king of Minas Tirith?
Nope.
Wait, who was Aragon again?
What are you trying to ask?
Green ghosts.
The Green Ghosts.
Oh, he's talking about the freaking that one king that refused to aid.
Ah,
The Oathbreakers from Lord of the Rings.
okay, I remember now, but no.
Yeah, maybe we can talk to them, I don't know.
No, no,
ahead.
no.
Go ahead.
Follow
We're just gonna
and
bar
you
the door
shall be
behind.
released.
Just knock in this pattern if it's really you. If you manage to come back, we'll bar the door behind you.
Just,
I'm not going to go outside. We should have brought Vados and the horses in.
what?
I don't know if it,
That will be
Especially
everything for tonight.
Vados.
Are
Hey,
you
thank you
enjoying it so
for-
far?
Yeah, thank you for, like, caring for Vados and the horses in some way.
Yes. I know he's probably dead asleep, which is good. He'd sleep.
Yes, I hope. I don't know what he did, but he is very tired.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks and days, I guess. But the best way I can put it.
yeah.
But all of you need sleep. Some of you got homework. Some of you just need fucking sleep.
I can't sleep. My bed
That's
is,
about 20, 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
my bed is annexed by the kitty. I cannot sleep.
Go
still
to
have to try.
sleep, Necro.
I
What?
can't. I'm not a necro.
All right, guys.
Have a good night,
All right,
everybody.
guys.
I'm a priest.
Have a good night. Thanks for DMing. Thanks for playing. I'm enjoying it so far. But
And it's
thank
not
you
a
so much.
face.
Yep. I will see you
Have a good
all
one,
next
guys.
week for our next session then. As you
Thank
finally
you
head
for
out into
saying
Barovia.
it was fun. I'm excited
Ugh.
for next week.
Pero at some
And-
point, I will talk to you about a possible
Character swap.
character swap. Yeah.
Alrighty. Just go ahead and DM me that later, because I'll be up for a little bit longer, since I don't work till much later in the day tomorrow.
Well, I don't think Mina will. Well, Mina can't technically leave, but maybe I had an idea. Maybe she could help around the area in her own little way.
Sure. If nothing else, I could just have the fog take Mina.
No, no,
Wasn't you-
I don't want her to go. Bye bye.
Well, wasn't it you last session who was like, I'm willing to kill my character for a new character? Didn't you say that?
I wasn't willing to kill Mina.
I know. You said something like that. I know you were joking, but I'm just rubbing it in.
Alrighty. All of you go to bed.
Mina is one of my characters
Good
I
night.
want to kind of
Good night.
Night,
keep
Taven.
an eye on.
Alrighty. Hi, JC. Hello. Let me get my tunes up as we leave for the night. Ba-da-ba-da-boop-boop. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Here is... There it is. Boop. And to the ending scene. But thank you for dropping by, Sam. And thank you for dropping by as well, JC. Thank you very much for the sub. Nice to have you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've gotten after Triss for not taking care of herself. Hello. And da-da-ba-ba-ba. End this on a nice comfy note. From all the horror and darkness bullshit. Hi, Zia. Let's go see if we can find somebody to raid or just go to the ferrets again. Oh, Gremlin's on. Hey, let's go to the Elden Ring man. But thank you guys for dropping by. I know I don't pay attention to chat very much during the D&D sessions, but I do have a notebook, 4 tabs, and the map to concentrate on. I've actually taken the moment to make a notebook. And yes, I am very bald. This is about as close to a face reveal as you're going to get with my character. But let's go talk to Gremlin as he plays some Elden Ring. Honorable. Hope your eyes burn and you need worse glasses. How about that?
I'm still trying to get. I don't know if has anybody got.
Revengey bitch. Yes, I am a revengey bitch. There we go. There's your message. Don't forget to give them some love. Don't forget to give some love to everybody who dropped by, even the people who didn't. They're more than likely sleeping, which they should. As all of you should probably be doing so. So make sure to take care of yourself. Physical and mental health is important. I choose option 3. Option 3 is to make sure you take some time for yourself. Well, option 1 is to question whether or not you need it. 2 is to consider whether or not doing it as you're sitting down. 3 is to do it. So you get no option but to relax. But, as always, take care of yourself. Go give everybody some hugs and love. I wish you all the very best. And I will see you all tomorrow for some Fatal Frame. But, until tomorrow, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye, everybody. Go say hi to Graham for me.